This is the home of sport.
Sports Radio, 88.9, Brilla FM.
My guy, you don't ready to fly? Now JetX for Bet Power go carry you go where money dey.
Now so, my brother, bet small, win big. You fit win up to 250 million naira with just one shikini bet.
See, this jet gets 1 million X max multiplier. One sharp move and you fit cash out big before it blow.
No dollar mo, calm your body, cash out. Make your jet no go crash.
JetX, win big, only on Bet Power. Bet small, win big. 18 plus, bet responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
Is it okay to make fun of our tooth gap? Let's have a talk. Colgate makes your teeth so strong. Stop cover your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate.
Colgate, #1 oral care brand in the world.
Oh, make una gather. Give me one person account number. Make I join all of una money.
Ha! Oga, why now?
Make I pay transfer charges small. I beg you, I smart pass that one.
Oga, na smart cash smart people they use oh.
Smart waiting.
Sure, smart cash. Try am. Them no they charge you shishi.
Omo, not true.
Enjoy zero charge on.
Omo, not true.
Enjoy zero charge on all transactions with smart cash. Whether bank transfer, bill payment, or recharges. No be cho. Workings day. Download the Smart Cash app or dial *939# today. Smart Cash na by Airtel.
Imagine walking into a room with 300 doors. You open one, boom, jackpot. You open another one, bossa, better cash out. Now so you be on BetKing games with hundreds of games and many chances to win big. Opa, games yakpa, wins day. It's plenty. JJ Ball X, Sanfo Lagos, Aviator. Enjoy over 300 games on BetKing games. Using the promo code is plenty to register. Download the BetKing app today and find your play. Not available for ages under 18. Play responsibly.
Africa's biggest gaming conference, Age 2026, is coming. The ultimate convergence of innovators, operators, regulators, investors, and creators, redefining gaming across the continent. Experience immersive exhibitions, thrilling competitions, and powerful insights on sports betting, lotteries, casinos, slots, and fintech, all in one place. This is where ideas ignite opportunities, and Africa steps boldly onto the global stage under the theme, Africa's Gaming Market, Frontier to Prominence. Join us March 24th to 27th, 2026 at the AKO Convention Center, Lagos, Nigeria, to experience 4 unforgettable days of innovation, inspiration, and impact. Register now on www.ageofreak.org/register. Whether you're a regulator, operator, game developer, fintech, or an investor, this is where Africa's gaming revolution unfolds. Don't just watch the future, be part of it.
Looking for comfort, class, and a splash of luxury? Welcome to the Baylux Hotel and Suites, your elegant escape in the heart of Lekki, Lagos. At the Baylux, we bring your comfort to life, from our stylish rooms and shimmering pool to our lightning-fast Wi-Fi and world-class service designed just for you. Feeling hungry? Indulge in mouth-watering local and continental cuisine at our main restaurant, or take your dining to the next level at our rooftop Chinese restaurant, where great tastes meet breathtaking views. Need to unwind? Catch the ocean breeze at our rooftop lounge, get energized at the gym with a personal coach, or melt the stress away at our soothing spa. And yes, the vibes never stop. Dive into our lively swimming pool, sip something special at the pool bar, or host your meetings and celebrations in our elegant conference hall. So why wait? Experience luxury and comfort redefined. Only at the Baylux Hotel and Suites, 7B Lekki Beach Road, Jakonde Roundabout, Lekki, Lagos. Call 0707 353 7563 or 0703 275-8132. WhatsApp, you can contact us on 0818-227-4770. The Baylux Hotel and Suites, luxury made easy.
Sports Radio.
He got fouled. Look at him run.
Sports Radio. 88.9 Brila FM.
This is the news.
Good morning. This is now the news update on Sports Radio Brila FM. Former Nigerian captain and African football icon JJ Okocha talks say ambition and willingness to step out of comfort zone na key difference between many Nigerian and South African players. He explained that Nigerian players, they challenge themselves to move abroad and to adapt to new environments. He talks that to succeed for countries like Germany require to learn the culture, language, and being open to growth. Talks say hunger and the desire to improve, they're essential to making global impact. The Tigress International, Victoria Macaulay Self, don't describe the game against South Korea as highly competitive after Nigeria's 77-60 loss for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup for France. She said the team know say Korea's strength day for fast shooting and they try to prepare defensively. She had her years of professional experience help her read the game and she find good shots. While she talks that the defeat offer lesson where the team feel used to improve. The Tigers will play Philippines next on Saturday. Liverpool legend John Aldridge don't plead with Yamin Keller making him not join Chelsea as he insists say the Irishman still get future for Anfield. Graham Potter also don't extend in contract as Sweden national football team coach until 2030. He said he feels great pride and responsibility for the role. Potter will replace John Dahl Thomasin for October. They aim to guide Sweden to the 2026 FIFA World Cup through playoffs against Ukraine national football team and then either Poland national football team or Albania national football team. For tennis, Alexander Zverev say it is very special to reach the semi-finals of all 9 ATP Masters 1000 after he beat Atofil 6-2-6-3 for Indian Wells Masters. Emma Raducanu and Katie Buttigieg will miss the Great Britain qualifier against Australia for the Billie Jean King's Cup next month. For the news outside the arena, Britain will impose airspace restriction and they will deploy armed police officers for Windsor next week as President Bola Tinubu they arrive for state visit where they hosted by King Charles III. Tinubu Day expected to begin the visit for the company of his wife, Oluremi Tinubu, Wednesday, March 18, with reception for Windsor Castle. Elsewhere, no fewer than 351,610 residents across the 13 local government areas of Nasarawa State don't enroll for the state's health insurance scheme. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps for Jigawa State don't arrest former student prefect say he allegedly attempted to thief laboratory equipment from one school for inside Dutse. And to cap the news, Israel say Iran they fire missiles for their new territory before they announce fresh wave of strikes on Tehran. They come hours after U.S. refueling plane go down over western Iraq. The U.S. military say an incident will involve 2 aircraft and hostile fire or friendly fire, no day to blame. That now the news. Visit www.brila.net for more sport news. My name is Blessing Ninor. Good morning.
Here we go. The best.
Tear down this wall.
All weekend. On
Brila FM. Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM.
Power. Love it.
You know, contributing your hot takes and opinions just got way easier because Sports Radio Brila FM is doubling down the fun by giving you 2 magical lines to connect to the studios. That means when you dial the numbers
090-41889 and 090-44889,
your voice will be heard on the home of the fans around the world. What are you waiting for? Start dialing because now you have not one but a 2-way access to having your voice heard on your favorite radio station.
Ready or not, here I come.
10, 9, 8, 8, 9.
Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM.
At Corporate Shepherds, we believe leadership is more than just a position. We provide executive programs, leadership coaching, and organizational support designed to help leaders move beyond management. Every leader needs a shepherd to guide them on their journey, and that's what we do at Corporate Shepherds. That's why we created and designed the executive program to help you with strategic decision-making, executive people management, personal growth and resilience, real-world case studies and mentorship sessions. It's not just about managing a role, it's about shaping a legacy. To learn more or connect with us, kindly send an email to info@corporateshepherds.com. Corporate Shepherds. Teach, guide, motivate.
This is Navigate with ID, brought to you by Corporate Shepherds.
Welcome, my dear friends. It's Navigate with ID, your business school on radio. Yes, as you know, this week we've been looking at the topic, leading from your seat. And the question on the table is, what is the spirit of leadership that gives an advantage and positions me as a leader? I did say in the previous episode that the spirit of leadership isn't about being the loudest in the room. It is a specific internal posture, internal, that positions you for advancement. This spirit is defined by what? Number one, the spirit of service. It's the servant's heart. The greatest advantage a leader has is a genuine desire to see others succeed. So if you don't have the desire to see others succeed, you're not a leader. You're a hireling. When your colleagues and bosses realize that your goal is a collective win, they trust you. When your fellow citizens and the electorate realize that your goal is a collective win, they trust you. Despite your stomach infrastructure and buying anything you want to buy, trust is the currency of leadership, because after you finish buying, the people will still curse you. The second definition of the spirit of leadership is sitting under excellence. It's called the spirit of excellence. This is a refusal to be average. When you do common things in an uncommon way, you become unignorable. That's why. Excellence creates a magnetic pull that positions you for higher responsibility. Many of you are just wandering around as flotsams and jetsams because you don't see the spirit of excellence is not reigning in you. What you see are standards. Oh, this is how they do it. The difference between standards and excellence is mediocrity. You little wonder why we get into every facet of our economy. We are just mediocre. Things we want to do are mediocre. In our lives, they are mediocre because the spirit of excellence is lacking. When you don't lead from your seat, you can't capture the spirit of leadership. It's excellence. The third thing there is discernment. The spirit of discernment. True leaders see beyond the surface. They see far. They understand the why behind the what. This ability to connect dots and anticipate problems before they arise provides a strategic advantage that few possess. It's not for many. Few possess it. And that's why when they see it, they have that spirit of discernment. When they bring that spirit of discernment into play and they are good communicators, you will see their hearts. Because the servant's heart is the altar of service. And then you will then begin to see the output from their hands with the excellent touch. And it's all starting from a place that they never saw. Discernment is spiritual. Discernment is not physical. It's that spirit that brings it. But there's a fourth part to it. It's called the spirit of resilience. Leadership is often forged in the fire of challenges. Having a spirit that remains calm under pressure and views setbacks as feedback rather than failure marks you as someone capable of carrying more weight. Listen to me, friends. Tuck this right into your spirit. Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge. I'm saying that again for emphasis. Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge. It is not running a convoy and thinking that you are a leader. It is not standing with epaulette and say people are saluting me. No, you need to have the spirit of service and the servant's heart. If you fail to have that, you failed in all other dimensions of it, whether excellence, discernment, or resilience. Well, friends, we'll be back. Same time, same station, and as you know, we'll be looking to making ourselves better and better by the day. God helping us all. Goodbye.
And that was Navigate with ID, brought to you by Corporate Shepherds.
I don't know because I never lost a Champions League final.
The best word I can say, but will describe this was boom.
Sitting here in front of you now, I can't think of anything positive to say at all.
I saw the forecast and I saw the next 2-3 days is sunshine in Manchester, so that is the best news.
This is Sports Radio Brilla FM, bringing you the biggest voices in the game.
Yeah.
They are the heartbeat of the game. The voices that roar from Lagos to London, from the streets to the screens. They are more than fans. They are family. They are Brilla Nation. You cheer, you chant, you celebrate every goal, every victory, every moment that matters. And every single day, Brilla Media celebrates you. The power, the passion, the pride of Brilla Nation. Brilla Media, the home of champions, the voice of the fans. United we stand, together we win. Because we are Brilla Nation.
Committed to taking you closer to the action.
This is
Sports Radio, Brilla FM.
Hey yo, y'all ready, man? Free, game. Hey yo, y'all ready, man? Free, game. Fabulous Friday. Get with it. Some of us too busy to be.
Did I tell you now? Rugged. Aye. When I go, girl, I don't go return. And in one night, girl, look it up. Relationship be like job. And I don't get to see you at all. And you know about too, I'm a thumb. I'm a wakushi low turn. But the lamb and a turn by turn. You have to wait till you reach your turn again. My head they hurt, my brain they touch. They don't use me back, so no time for love. I be bad boy too far. Baby, stand up, move on, and you girl is coming. And your presence is stunning. Stop playing, I see God love you money. If not be Jesus is coming, I know I'm born again. Now, some of us too busy to be back. Some of us too busy to be back. Some of us too busy to be somebody baby. Busy to be somebody baby. Yeah. Some of us too busy to be back. Some of us too busy to be back.
Well, of course, you know I'm not too busy for you. Yes, Brilla Nation all over the world. Wherever you're connecting from, your radio diva, your radio goddess, your radio oracle can never be too busy. No, you know they're possible. I go live for you. It's not possible. I have all the time in the world. Yes, to be with you and to take you closer to the action and to bring you up to speed as well. It's Freaky Fabulous Friday. Freaky Fabulous, and it's a Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And yes, it's a weekend we go sweet. Now from Thursday, unfortunately, for most Premier League clubs, from Tuesday, you know, sweet. Wednesday, it's still no sweet. Thursday, only Aston Villa. Now, wow. Only Aston Villa, the only Premier League club to have won a game in Europe this week, only Aston Villa. And that was a 1-0 victory for them. It was 1-0 against Lille. If you look at the French league, Lille are currently placed 6th, and Aston Villa are in the top 4 of the Premier League. And only Aston Villa, out of 9 clubs, I said Premier League clubs, they're supposed to cover themselves with shame. They're supposed to cover their face. Only Aston Villa was able to win their game this week. I can't ask myself question. Are we really sure this Premier League is not overrated? Are we sure it's not just about media hype? And at the end of the day, show workings. You know, go fish show workings. A lot has been said as it concerns Premier League clubs and what it looks like a poor run in the UEFA Champions League. And yes, on the show, I will have conversations as it concerns that particular one. And of course, I will get to hear from you as well. Also, I don't know whether I lie. And Victor Font, they lie so that he will get elected as Barca president. I don't know if he's actually saying the truth, or maybe it's just promises that would get get him in power. Of course, he says, Ellen Haaland, it's a possibility if he gets elected. It's something that he would love to, work towards getting Ellen Haaland for Barcelona. And John Laporta tell and say, oh boy, they lie. You lie. I watched both presentation yesterday. Laporta they talk. Victor Ford they fire up. Back to back. I can't wait to see who would eventually get into power and become the next president of Barcelona. Whether it's going to be Juan Laporta, it's going to be Victor Font, whatever happens, we will be here for all of them. Also, for Chelsea fans, in case you've not heard, yes, we do hear that Rhys James has committed his future to Chelsea 2032. That's how long that young man wants to stay at Chelsea. I don't even know if this is a right move, step in the right direction, or a wrong one. Because I mean, look at this Chelsea. What's the possibility that this Chelsea team will lay their hands on a trophy on or before 2032? Why are you committing your future to such a club? Or are you really out of options? Or is it something else? But in any ways, I see Chelsea fans rejoicing. Say yes, Rhys James indeed. You don't commit in future to Chelsea. You don't add 6 more years, sign a contract. Anyways, all these and more will be a part of the conversation on the afternoon sports cruise. Make your pick. Next return back today. Postcodes is talking. You know, so when Postcodes talk, be like bomb. You go throw him. You go do like say no throw anything. Patrice Vieira spoke, and then Postcodes responded. On the show, stick around for that particular one, and I bring it your way. So yes, welcome one, welcome all. The afternoon sports cruise. Like I mentioned earlier on, in case you're first-time listener, Eva be my name. The radio ginger, the radio diva, where they make you shiver down to your liver. And yes, if you know, you know that he that dances surrogate does not know. That's surrogate. It does not know. That surrogate remains the dance of the gods. Before we take you back to more music and allow you, just dance and vibe and sing along, and then when we come back, we'll open the phone lines to hear from you, celebrate yourself and your loved one. Before we do all of that one, on the flip side of the show, let me just at this point in time run you through the news in 90 seconds.
If you tell you now.
Well, in the news this afternoon, the Tigers head coach Randa Wakama has described South Korea as a great team following their 7-7-60 loss. Coach Randa explained that the team did not shoot as well, and that's what cost them the game. She added that they will learn from the loss and not overreact as they proceed to their next fixture against Philippines. Away from that particular one, Alex Iwobi admitted that results have not been going well for Fulham Football Club, but stressed the team remains positive. The Super Eagles midfielder said the players will keep their heads up, continue fighting, and give their full efforts until the end of the season. Fulham visit relegation battlers Nottingham Forest on Sunday. Away from that one, Donald Trump said the Iran national football team are welcome at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, but questioned whether it would be safe for them. Iran's sports minister Ahmed Adonyamali had suggested the team might not participate amid tensions after U.S. and Israel strike reportedly killed Iran's supreme leader. Gianni Infantino confirmed Trump had told him Iran will still be allowed to compete in a tournament hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico. By the way, Iran responded to the statements made by Trump. And then I'm going to just paraphrase the statements where Iran released. It was like, how can you say we are welcome to play the tournament, and then in same sentence you're saying that for our safety, almost contradicting your words. You're welcome, but at the same time, for your own safety, you might as well decide not to come. The contract says, as the host nation, your priority should be to safeguard the lives of those who are coming for such a tournament. I'm just paraphrasing the words released by Iran after Trump made the statement. But anyways, away from that particular one, let's let you know outside the arena. Yes, outside the arena.
On the new girl is coming, and your presence is stunning. Stop playing, I see God love you money. If not be Jesus is coming, I know I'm gonna.
Yes, Lagos State's Hifama is investigating the reported death of a socialite Elena following a BBL at a clinic. Permanent Secretary Abiola Idowu confirmed the probe, noting that clinic is registered but still subject to strict regulatory oversight. Cosmetic procedures in Lagos follow rules on facility standards, practitioners' qualifications, infection control, patient consent, and emergency readiness. Yes, according to reports, Hifema is reviewing the credentials of staff and the care provided by urging the public to avoid spreading unverified information. So that particular one is out there. Yes, the death of this particular socialite has caused, has raised a lot of opinions. Some are saying, why do BBL? Some are saying, why would you not do BBL if you have the money? Why are women doing BBL? Are you doing it for yourself? Or you're doing it for the opposite gender? However it is, if you're going to do it, like I would say, make sure you go to the right place and get it done. Anyways, that's the news outside the arena. Let's at this point in time take you back to more music. Yes, back to more vibes, back to more Bedu. It's Freaky Fabulous Friday. Don't you forget that. When we come back on the show, the phone lines will be open to allow you to celebrate yourself and your loved one. I'm going to just say this one, and then, we'll take you back to more music today. But actually, Tottenham Hotspur has posted this young man. Yes, today is the birthday of Antonin Kinski. Remember Kinski, the guy that conceded 3 goals in 17 minutes. Yes, in that game against Atletico Madrid. He's 22 years of age today, and Tottenham posted celebrating him, and so on and so forth. So 22 years of age to Anthony Kinski. Happy birthday to him. 30th of March 2003. So I'm just have to put this one out there, and then when we come back, we'll take more names on the show and then allow you as well call to celebrate yourself and your loved one. But right now, back to more music.
Somebody baby, easy to be somebody baby. My predator.
Hey yo, y'all ready, man? Freaking Fabulous Friday. Get with it.
Wishing you a happy Friday.
It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
I don't know, no. Make them be turn up. They don't see me coming. Are you ready for me? Energy like green, they like green. When I see me enter, then I go bring you to enter my love. Show you want to see mental. I don't give them back to say no, I know. Soldier, policeman, many men in my convoy. The boy know they take his off. If he knows they go give you up. And as the money don't they come like us. Nothing will be soft this sauce. When the Lua see me enter, they never bring you to enter my love. I don't give them back to sender, why not? When I see me enter, then I go bring you to enter my love. Say you want to see mental, I don't give them back to sender, why not? Big book, under the influence. She wanna get freaky, make your boyfriend no good, David. Tell me what you want from me. You ask for somebody with. She said you're trying to get off the street. You ask for somebody with. Soldier, policeman, many in my camera. Yeah, boy, you know they take it so. You need to never give you up. And if the money don't they come like curse. Nothing will stop this sauce. fine girls for my gates. Vanessa day for my place. Tolani said day for my state. But I tell all of them to come out for my face. Yeah, come out for my face. If they like it, they talk, they start to put it. If you know they, I know mine to go celebrate. If you want me to sing, I go sing on my day. So I tell all the girls I see them later. Because of you, I spend my paper. I don't know what, I only you pay for my data. For my data. Yeah. But the only fine girl that I know. Only fine girl. Only fine girl. Where are the charge for my phone? If you ever leave me now, no deceive me now.
They make us need to dance. Joro me want one more chance, but I let them know say now you way they making my heart to salute you, baby. Destined Lamborghini. You steal my heart, I know go call police for you. Every time you call my cellular, you just they bust my medulla, and I know that you are not regular, spectacular. You can write on my tabula rasa, hey. Now only your face I dey anticipate, oh baby. Believe me when I say you're the only fine boy that I know. The only fine boy in my soul. The only fine boy where I dey chat for my phone. If you ever leave me now, oh you know I go broke. Don't deceive me now, Holy Ghost, he go talk. After you, now you number one for my cause. Number one for my cause.
My one and only. There's no one like you.
Oh my baby.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Is she bad? Is she only? She said no, turning back, yeah. Oh, bad, I have money. It means scared for coming back, yeah. Sexy lady, go for mommy. Cause I'm happy, and I'm not the only rara. Puri uvero kuku, me I get that from my nigga. Any gun no magba, say kakino bileda. No be paparazzi, I get the money. No be jabajati, omo be like pashandi. Sorry baby daddy, come on Kawasaki, Kashama Kawasaki. Yeah. Would you hold me up when I'm feeling down, baby? Don't you fight for me when the world no there for me? Oh, don't be my love still the same, baby. So when the time is right, it will be you and I.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Cause I'm happy, and I'm not the only rara. Puri uvero kukumba, me I get that from my nigga. Any gun no magba, say kakino bileda. No be paparazzi, I get the money. No be jabajati, omo be like pashandi.
It's a Friday feeling, we don't need a reason to start a freaking party, yeah. Everybody to the rhythm, you don't have to know the lyrics. Just listen to the music, yeah. Are you fair? Are you see? Are you baby? Better do. There's no time, all we have is now. This moment.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
I own life, party all night, not a Friday. You and I, your hands on mine, party all night, not a Friday. This moment forever, yeah. This moment forever, yeah. We only have each other tonight.
àwa lọmọ tán sọ tí ó ṣèké, yé orímọ̀ládé gbé mi dé bẹ́ẹ̀, jìgànjìgàn ẹsẹ̀ délẹ̀, àlàyé mi stop ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, ó fẹ́ jẹ́ bí, ó tún fẹ́ jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, ó pọ̀sẹ̀, àgbáwo fẹ́nu fò fẹ́ só sẹ́yìn, àmọ́ra wa ṣe kẹ́.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Wọ́n máa pa lórí ìtẹnukọ́ ìmí promise, àwọn tẹ fọ́ fún mi, torí kò sẹ́lù mi, mẹ́ni fẹ́ dàbí mi ẹ̀rí bí, ẹ̀kọ́ lọ́run tóbi, mo dàṣọ ẹbí for my country, you can call me Mr. Money. Tranquility, I no get time to the form activity. Pull a colors, I define stability like a badge, money long infinity. What the chances, what the probability to see a better version of me with agility. To become a reality, principality and calamity. Put your love, put your vanity. Better than for Gigi, she wants it. Still get money like Fiji, dripping like Fiji.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Every day, identify your station. 88.9 Brila FM.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
that one thing. You be hunter, you continue hunting. And that one thing will lead to one thing. And that one thing will lead to something. On what they do, how you know the front thing. Straight to the point, you know, get time for long thing. Oh, you may be longing. Bad girl, you are looking for trouble. If you try me, I'ma give it to you double. Right now, I'ma take you to my room. I'ma have you screaming, it's W.
Brila FM. Complete deal.
I'ma give it to you double. And the way you put it on me, I don't need nobody to tell me. Say you bad, you want it, you bad, you want it, you bad, you want it, you bad, you want it. I know you want it, cause you bad, you want it, cause you bad, you want it, cause you bad, you want it, cause you bad. See this lepa, lepa, to bad, lepa, to bad. See this lepa, lepa, to bad, lepa, to bad, lepa, to bad.
Brila FM. A complete deal. Brila FM. A complete deal.
Some of them there, you Nisi, Mutilo, one more flash, one more classy, one more from Lenu, enjoy my love, come follow me, spend my money, my love, come follow me, spend my, make you follow me, bumper to bumper. When I stop, make you stop, when I stop, make you follow me, bumper to bumper.
Follow me, bumper to bumper. Yes, you're back on the show. Still Freaky Fabulous Friday. When the music changes, you know that DJ Breeze don't show. When it don't change, you don't know, say, person no enter studio. So shout out to the one and only DJ Breeze on the Freaky Fabulous edition of the afternoon sports cruise. Follow me. And yes, you know what time it is. That celebration time, shout out time of the show. Let's hear from you right now. WhatsApp line is open. 090440889. 0904108. Follow Who No Road. And I know see as an oracle, I can never lead you astray. I cannot lead you astray. So follow me bumper to bumper, and I will show you the way. I will take you to the promised land. Let's hear from you. Phone lines open, please. Hello.
The oracle.
You know, so that I'm my biggest fan, though. The way they say me, eh?
The oracle.
I bet you. My biggest.
The oracle.
I did with you. It's your phone. I don't talk anything now. I don't talk anything. I don't talk. I just keep quiet.
They say, give me PSG. This one say, I'm not.
I did say we don't pass, so yes, so they say give me PSG. Give me PSG. Kiniko. They don't do anything. They don't feel call. I tell you, they don't You don't forget something though. I just said I want to pass. Carry go. Oh my God. You're gonna carry person for mind though. I just said to them on Friday now. All things are passed away, all things are now new. Now wow. Okay. Carry go. Carry go.
I think I get some. There's a problem. This is a with a call. We think I get some. You understand? Okay. Put on the previous for me small. So make I hear that. I want to hear on it.
Not true.
And the other after that band. Then
all right, thank you. I did. Don't worry. I did for you. Now so. You know, this person don't make me. I don't go remember things so I don't forget. I wanted to just do this show very calm and go out. But now since he has reminded me, now so they talk say yes. Even Robert Sanchez they make mouth, give us PSG. They don't give you PSG now. We don't know if you do anything. Yesterday, Chelsea fans. How many Chelsea fans? No, Chelsea fans no call. They don't. Okay, now only Wilson bear the shame. Still call. Mr. Bryce, the icon of Man City, agreement with your word. Yeah, this one, can they call Man City do this one? Yes, collect, if you do anything, if you call, if you're a fan, be a fan. If you're a fan, that's why, if you don't want to be a fan, be like me. We don't get club with the support. We are neither here nor there. Just be like me. Peace of mind. Because they get joy. Peace. Oh my God. But anyways, I feel like today is Friday, and most of you who were hotting, when I suppose you should be fine. No, I get you not calling yesterday, right? Although I don't support that, but I get the whole I'm hotting. But today is Friday. Off Black Fridays for enjoyment. So you should come out from that state of depression and embrace the new day because I'm weekend with the Inter. So let's pick more calls on the show. Hello.
Hello, Eva.
Hello. How you doing?
Good afternoon.
Where you there? Who's talking to me? My people. By their voices you shall know them. My people. By their voices you shall know them. You get it now. You get it now. Emeka, you be my big fan. Carry go.
If I don't have to record, I don't forget something.
I say you're gonna cry for mine though. Listen, I don't forget himself. You gotta remind me. I say, now wow.
You know, Mr. Bright said no even call. I don't call you.
I don't go, Mr. Bright. Call us.
So I want to hear to understand.
Okay.
Now I want to I think just give him a contract, understand? To collect that contract.
He don't sign contract.
So all my safety fans get the house session this season. So next week we will start. So they start.
Okay. Thank you, Emeka. Shout out to you. WhatsApp line is open. Please go on WhatsApp and drop me a comment. Hello.
Hello, Breezy. Good
afternoon. It's Eva. Good afternoon.
Good
yes,
afternoon.
You're welcome.
Now, Nifemi, the call for.
Nifemi, you're welcome.
I remember what I said last week Friday.
Okay.
I said,
what did you say?
He who fails to plan to fail.
I remember, yes, that line, yeah. When we're talking about PSG having rest, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Make I ring there for you. Not true. You talk. You talk.
All right now.
All right, thank you. It's the shout-out segment of the afternoon sports cruise, all right? That's what we're doing, celebrating ourselves and our loved ones. WhatsApp line is 090440889. Hello.
Hello, Eva.
Yes, good afternoon.
Eva, the other.
I greet you. You're welcome.
Eva.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Eva, I'm good. Eva, I've been busy for some days. I said, today I must go.
What's your name?
I must go, Eva.
Benjamin, not true. You don't even hear you. Not true. I just say, someone you did international break, so I understand.
You
know, say your club the international break, so I understand why you've been calling.
That's what I'm saying now. We just miss our international break.
And I want to why now? I can understand why you've not been calling. Now they break, so don't come back now.
No. I was busy. Remember, I told you something. Doing the draws. So I wanted to give the. I want the draws to be like 30 PSG. I wanted to take something.
Okay. Fire down.
Give us PSG. They don't give them PSG. They don't give them PSG. They don't give them Oxford. They give them. So, by the way, Diva, I want to give myself to first of all PSG. First of all, yes. At least because of that, there was peace in the land. Everywhere was cool and calm. So my shout out to go to PSG first of all. Yes, secondly, my shout out goes to my beloved club. We know the best club in Manchester United as well. Yeah, thank you. We are back from our international break, so let us come and play
okay.
the other guys also.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. By the way, they asked Brian Mbuemo, would you prefer playing once in a week or once in 3 days? And of course, you know the answer. As a professional, he says he would prefer playing once in 3 days. Who wants to play once in 1 week? It doesn't even make sense. Other people, they play magic. Just they sit down. The words of David Doc say sometimes it might not even work to your favor because you're too rusty to play the next game, but you could keep the other players in shape. But you know, concern PSG, they're taking 5 days off to rest, rejuvenate, and then fire at Chelsea on Tuesday. Anyways, WhatsApp line is still open, alright? We're still celebrating you, and yes, we are still celebrating your loved one. So you can call, yes, and do justice to that. WhatsApp line is open. Phone lines are still the same. Hello, Eva. Joe says if you remove the letters EA from Chelsea, how many letters do you have left? Have a nice day. Oh, please, Joe, we are celebrating ourselves. Leave this agenda where you push now. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
I'm a first-time caller.
You're a first-time caller? Are you serious? What's your name?
My name is Joseph, Mayu Legend.
Oh, Joseph. Back from international break. How you doing?
I'm good.
You're welcome.
Yes, I got came out clear. Me, I see all the England things.
No. Who are you celebrating? That's what we're doing.
Okay, by the way, I'm celebrating Papa God. I can't Chibiki once.
Okay. All right, thank you. We're not asking you to talk about the Champions League, right? It's celebration time. We're celebrating people. So, yes, and I got yours loud and clear. Chukwueze from London says, my shout is going to Almighty God. He is always my number one. To my family, to Newcastle and Arsenal. They did not bring shame to the Premier League. Well, a wounded soldier is better than a dead soldier. And all Billa staff, ranging from Anthony Becker, the Remo Senior Manifayo Days, Joseph VQ, Breezy, OG Femi, and to you now in the studio, Ivan Adam, the Xavi and the Nestor Villa. Oh, and to other staff that we're not hearing their voices, I can only say thank you for your wonderful service. All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Chukwueze. I will get to that. Thank you for that feedback as well. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
See that way we are so happy you're calling. Oh my God, welcome back.
Yes, my name is Mr. Bright. I'm an actor of Manchester.
Oh my God, Mr. Bright.
You can see some of the streets.
All right, it's good to hear from you. Go on.
Yes, Marshall, go to that, my Joseph Pepelisov. Gadola Sala, yes. We are supposed to have Real Madrid pressure give us, but we don't just come. They come our house. I remember Eva, last season when they come our API, we give them 4-0. I remember we won trap with the season.
So is this the Man City of that season ago?
Yes, we now see that man Joseph Pepelisov.
Okay.
Gadola Sala.
Fine.
Now you see the inside. See me and the boy, because when they come, we go change football, turn into soccer.
Okay.
We go first and give them. I tell you. I see they can. I don't test them. I don't come back strong. Let's be stubborn.
Oh my God! Well, it is the hope that kills. But you have to hope on. Yeah, you put your hope on something. Not too far. Tuesday, not too far now. Today and Friday. Be Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 3 days from now. Tuesday, we go see the return leg at the Etihad, and then we would know if you can call on Wednesday and on Thursday to go on and celebrate, your club. But shout out to you, Mr. Bryce. Thank you for getting through. That's what we'll talk about. You go chest them, then you go call back. and then still celebrate your team. Keep your thoughts on WhatsApp coming. Phone lines to call still the same. Who are you celebrating? Who are you giving a shout out to today? Freaky Fabulous Friday. Anyways, before we take more calls and take more comments on WhatsApp, let's let you, like I mentioned earlier on, Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper Anthony Kinski is 22 years of age today. Yes, that young man, 22 years of age today. Happy birthday to him. Away from that particular one, Ruben Neves. His name is actually Ruben Diogo da Silva Neves. Born today, 1997. Yes, born today in 1997. He's 29 years of age. Happy birthday to him as well. Of course, you know he now plies his trade right in the Saudi Pro League for Al Hilal. So Ruben Diogo da Silva Neves is 29 years of age today. Away from that particular one, looking at what we have on the birthday list. Tyrone Dion Mings. Yes, he's 32 years of age today. Yeah, today's his birthday as well. Now we Aston Villa. Happy birthday to him. Still on the birthday list, Andreas Escobar is 27 years of age today. Sorry, that's wrong. But Andreas Escobar was a Colombian professional footballer. So happy posthumous birthday to him. So Andreas Escobar, former Colombian professional footballer. Happy posthumous birthday to him. Away from that particular one, also looking at in the world of tennis, Coco Gauff. I'm a big fan of Coco Gauff. Today's her birthday as well. Born today, 2004, 22 years of age. Shout out to her. Happy birthday to her as well. Big star in the tennis world. And to wrap up the birthday list today, Edgar Davids celebrates his birthday as well. Former Ajax, AC Milan, Juventus, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Tottenham Hotspur. Made the return back to Ajax, Crystal Palace, then Barnet. Yes, actually represented the Dutch national team, Netherlands. Today also is his birthday. Born today in 1973, 52 years of age. To Edgar Steven Davids, happy birthday to him as well. We'll take just the comments you have on WhatsApp because we're almost out of time, so we can take you back to more music. Steven says, shout out goes to the world champions Chelsea and my player of the month, João Pedro. And still taking reactions on WhatsApp. Good afternoon, Eva. Shout out goes to DJ Breeze. I'm feeling the birthday right here in my office. I also want to celebrate Rhys James for extending his contract with the Blues. It's a good one. I'm excited as a Chelsea fan. That's Matthew. And still on WhatsApp, Olaruwaju says, good afternoon, Eva. Shout out goes to you and to DJ Breeze and also to Arsenal. We're coming for all 4 trophies this season. I can't wait for the end of the season. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that one. Let's see if we can take 1 or 2 more calls and then we take you back to more music. 090-40-1889, 090-40-4889. Can we squeeze in one more? Yes, from you out there listening to me. Who are you celebrating? Who are you giving your shout out to? Are you back from being sad and angry that your team lost on Tuesday or maybe on Wednesday? Today na Friday. Move on. It's a new day. Move on. But there are weekend action. There are, actions, this weekend. So you have games to look forward to. Leave the past and hopefully your team will make you smile next week. If they don't, you go still chest up and move on from that one as well. Okay, let's take this call and then call it a wrap. Hello. All right, call us back if you can. But yeah, this particular comment says, hello, Eva. Good afternoon to you. Says, I should have goes to Chelsea. All right, thank you. No name, please always add your name if you send a comment on WhatsApp. We'll take you back to more music right now. I got to DJ Breeze. When we come back on the show, top of the hour. Yes, we'll talk about every other thing worth talking. The situation with Barcelona. The situation with the Premier League clubs and how the performance have been in Europe. And also, I think Victor Osimhen is on my bulletin this afternoon. When I come back, these and more will be a part of the conversation.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, many gist. Oh, I still find my peace in my life. Oh, but they do like say me, I know they see. Like say I know the year. Which kind person be this? Oh, waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, like I hate Genesis. I be dealing with enemies. Survivor, me unique, money chaser.
faster than a bullet, flying like a rocket. Bad man, we never rest. King of South and the West, faster than a car. Mon fait banissa, faster than a benzo. You below level, so bad vibes on the ground. Reading my Sam, I'm so biblical. I hate to look at them, them to nika. They won't say your nika. They want to turn your teacher. Before you are man, oh man, oh man. You go there when I no get ginger, oh man, oh man. You go there when I no get rubber. Cause my mama be praying for me, say make I get it. Oh my baby, she you go there before
Brila FM, complete deal.
Say I said you did dirty dance, yes. Oh my baby, disco, like the way you shiko, dansa, shiko, DJ up in the tempo. Oh, I like the girl when you dance. Oh, baby girl do the calypso. Baby girl your body bad. Oh, yeah. Up in the tempo. I like it when you dance. Oh, when you whine, oh, baby girl come and close. Baby girl come in. Body now go to baby, oh short day, say your body one baby, oh baby, you come, body now good, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. If you want to share, if you want to, if you want to express, if you want to,
Personally, I rock your body. I promise you go home, you won't tell daddy. I give it to you like you never had it. Screaming church, like speaking Chinese. Now waiting me this, back a boom boom. Now waiting I see Saga, but she know one day. She talks so she know one day. I know go lie, the things within my mind. When I see you dancing, girl, you got me high. And if you wanna try, begin good day tonight. Cause I'm in the mood. As long as you're feeling the groove, I deal with you. Personally, personally, I go deal with you. Personally, personally, around the book. Make them just you. Make them raise the roof. Make them just you. Make them know the code. I know my name was you. With the girls, them dance you. Hola, hola, with popping bottles. Hola, missing nose. Hola, hola, I give you bubble. Hola, hola, select. Remember, oh, you know, you giving you all you need. Oh yeah, Sarewa, Sisi Shadewa, Sarewa, Ubeniwa, Sarewa, Owolewa. Baby go down, money kojo. Sarewa, Sisi Shadewa, Sarewa, Ubeniwa, Sarewa, Owolewa. Baby go down, money kojo. Sarewa, Sisi Shadewa, Sarewa, Ubeniwa, Sarewa, Owolewa. Baby go down, money kojo. Sarewa, Sisi Shadewa, Sarewa, Ubeniwa, Sarewa.
I want girl like Fendi. I want girl like Ceruti. Give me you like it. I want girl like Gucci. I want girl like Ferrari. I want girl like designer. Give me Femi, femina. Femi, femina. Fire femina. My love is unconditional. Can't be
FM, a complete deal.
Everything is nice, the body's banging, the time is right. I see the money coming, I just the bright. Now God they make me shine.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
You don't gotta say Otito, bedroom measure be mosquito. Ofelo oju daddy mi, atura látọ̀dọ̀ daddy mi. Kinu wọn máa dùn tán bá rí mi. Ẹ̀yà kò lọ́nà fún kárí mi. Inú la ọmọ, ojú la rí. Jungle làwà no pàdí mi. Meanwhile mo kówó yẹ àkárí. Ìbílẹ̀ OBU ó parí. We talking international money here. Ẹ̀wà bẹ́ẹ̀ àfọ̀nì rẹ̀. Mo kàn fẹ́ lówó ju daddy mi. Kí rọra máa ṣe fàájì mi.
Everything is nice, the body's fine, the time is right. I see the money coming, I just the right. Now God they make me shine.
Brila FM, complete deal.
When money not there, everybody run away. When money not there, no. People they use me they play. Say when money not there, nobody look at my face. The feeling the bar. The ladies, they want in the bar. When we go in, it's good and good. Many people your friend. When money not there, people they carry me play. When money not there, everybody run away. When money not there, na. People they use me to play. I say when money not there, nobody look at my face. Hey, them say me that they play.
Brila FM, complete deal.
What is my baby name? What is your baby name? I request for my baby girl. Panya scatter the floor for me. See, do you know my baby? Her name is
Panya, that in Africa lady, yo. Hey, Panya, Omo Panya, this cat my brain, yo. Beautiful lady, yo. That
Brila
Africa
FM,
lady, yo.
complete deal.
I sing in the song for Panya, and I dance in the dance for Panya, oh. I would do anything for Panya. And I thank you the Lord for Panya. What is my baby name? What is your baby name? I kiss for my baby. Panya's got on the floor for me. She's my fine baby. Shopping in my name, no I got flexing in my name, no I got jumping in my name, jumping in my name, no I got
Brila FM,
all the
complete
girls
deal.
like that. When I post on my page, then right back. You know, all the boys them hate that, and I still they pretend I'm laid back. You know, follow me to best stack. You know, girl, you know I'm best that. You know, everything I do, I be legend, I be like Jimmy Jazz. Yeah. Popping in my name, bottles in my name, shopping in my name, flexing in my name, jumping in my name, jumping in my name. I thought about getting money, but thought about no sabi to shake body. Oh yeah, like I no getting money, but you know say now like body scatter the place. If you want play me conny, you know say you don't go funny. If you dey look me for face, you go see say I dey look you for face. Yeah, feel my and you dey sing it. All my guys them G's, and we keep it 110 degrees. Yeah, balling is a must.
Brila FM, complete deal.
Fuck shit up.
Imagine a world without goal.
Sports Radio, Brila FM.
Welcome to the good life.
Hi, Larry Zamoje is my name. Join me 7:45 a.m. Saturday for the story that has left our boxing faithfuls with a riddle for 31 years. A dad, mom, brother, sanctioning body, matchmaker, ref, ring doctors, and even the fans could have cared, but no one did. And someone died. You may just be the one to provide the sourceful answer on who should have cared. But there, Saturday, 7:45 a.m.
This is number one. Sports Radio. But whatever you do, don't touch that dial.
B-R-I-L-A. Brila. A bigger sports experience just for you on several platforms. Sports Radio.
Brila FM.
Enjoy our services on www.brila.net.
Anywhere. Everywhere.
Subscribe to Brila Sports TV on YouTube.
Watch, like, and share our videos. Brila.
It's a total sports media experience. Anywhere, everywhere.
Ready or not, here I go.
10, 9, 8, 8, 9.
Sports Radio, Brila FM.
Freaky Fabulous Friday, still the afternoon sports cruise in your dial of Champion Sports Radio, Brule FM. Yours truly, Eva the Radio Diva. Yes, at this point in time, I will take you closer to the action and bring you up to speed with all that is happening in the world of sports from the home front. And then, of course, we'll get to Europe and see what's happening right there as well. Yes, and yes, in the world of basketball, where former D Tigers guard Juliana Carey has stated that she expects the team to bounce back from the 66-17 loss to South Korea and blow away Philippines. Their next game on Saturday, the Philippines, France, and Germany still to come for the coach Unawakama-led side. Carey revealed that the team has all the qualities needed to beat all of these opponents by stating that these are the required kind of test ahead of the World Cup.
Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
For me, I think they're going to blow them out. For me, that's my take. Seeing our team, we see a team that has great discipline, great chemistry, and they are a fast-paced transition team, and we have a great, intense, physical, defensive team. So I truly believe that with the three other countries they're playing with, it's not going to be as such problem, but with Germany and France, we're going to have a great game, and I think it's very, very good for the team to have some really tough competition going forward to the World Cup finals. But at the end of the day, I'm also confident that they're going to beat the two teams eventually if they remain with the intensity they have come with, everything being equal.
Sports Radio.
Well, in case you're not aware, the 2026 FIBA Women's World Cup qualifying tournament is ongoing as we speak right there in France. Yes, the D Tigers won their first game against Colombia. Unfortunately, they lost yesterday to Korea Republic. Well, tomorrow they will take on Philippines. On 15th, they will take on France. And then on 17th, they will take on Germany. In case you're also not aware, the D Tigers already have qualified for the World Cup. This is just, I would like to say formality, of seedings and the rest of them to help their rankings and every other thing. But yes, they've already qualified for the World Cup, but it doesn't mean they would not participate in the ongoing FIBA Women's World Cup qualifying tournament right there in France. Well, away from that particular one, still from the home front, where chairman of the Kogi State Football Association, Hassan Wada, has reiterated his support for Super Eagles coach Eric Schell as he urges the Nigerian Football Federation to stick with the Franco-Malian. Wada stated that Nigerians are excited to see Schell continue in his role as his record with the team speaks for him.
Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
So far, Coach Eric Schell has done very well. If you look at the numbers point to a coach who is interested in winning. He's played 17 competitive matches for Nigeria. Of those 17 games, he's drawn only 4 games, giving him a 76.6% winning record with Nigeria. If you include non-competitive matches, he has played 21 matches in total, including non-competitive games. He has drawn 6 and lost 1, giving him a 66.6% winning percentage. There's no country that would drop a coach who has such a winning percentage. And also the Nigerian Football Federation, they've looked at the schedules ahead and they've opted for stability. And because next year, by June next year, we should be playing in the African Cup of Nations that will be hosted by Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda. So they've looked at it. His record in the last 1 year is remarkable. I don't think we could have gotten any coach that could have done better than. For me, I'm happy that the Federation has decided to retain him, and I'm optimistic that Eric Schell will give us the right deliverables.
Sports Radio. What else?
Well, away from comments made by Hassan Wada, let's let you know that former Super Eagles defender Ifeanyi Resoje has expressed sadness over the death of High Chief Adeboye on Nebwinde. Speaking in the chat board at Net, Soje explained that the iconic manager gave him the rare opportunity to not only represent Nigeria, but also feature at the World Cup in 2002.
Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
When I first also met him, we were talking good. That's when I first met him. He invited me to the national side. I was playing for Crew then, and we just had a very good connection from that day. And he always was there talking, advising what to do, how he wants to play. And you have to remember, he was very disciplined. When I was getting invited, it was as a normal coach, but we respect him. He was a coach. He's an icon. He had done a lot for Nigerian football, which you all know that. Then even after playing for the national side, I was always in touch with him. He became like a mentor, and he would always ask me questions, talking to me about him, because I did my coaching badges for a year or so many years now. He was always questioning me, well, what about this? Those different advices about coaching, how to handle things, how to manage things. So yeah, I had a few managers that I played for, and I always speak to them. But it was one person that I can pick up the phone anytime, what time in Nigeria, whether it's like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the night. Anytime I pick up the phone, he will always answer the phone. So there was no day that if I pick up, he rings, he will answer. If he doesn't, he will call me back.
Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
Rather, it's a sad one, but may his soul continue to rest in peace. Also, from the home front, let's let you know that former international Oluyode Taiwo has said that the Super Eagles team should focus on goalkeepers who are currently active for their club sides. This comes amidst a saga that has just been cleared up for Amos Obasoji and Stanley Nwabali being a free agent who leaves the goalkeeping department in tricky waters for Nigeria. Taiwo mentioned that other names cannot be brought into the fold and inactive players should not be considered.
Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
If Amos or what his name is not ready, Stanley Nwabali is not having a club for now. We have other backup goalkeepers that they can at least call upon. So this is time for them to go and showcase their own talent too. Because they will be given the opportunity to show that we are not missing that department. So I've only advised the national team coaches to keep eyes on the other ones that have been on the reserve bench. So they should forget about one balance. This is not having a club, most probably. They should concentrate with people who have clubs and every other team to continue.
Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
Well, the words of Taiwo Oloyode Rider says that forget about Stanley Nwabali and concentrate on active goalkeepers for the Nigerian national team. I'm just, paraphrasing his words, but you heard him right there, talking about, there is no need to bring in inactive players into the Super Eagles team. The goalkeeping department is an issue, and yes, as long as that matter is not resolved, it's a conversation that we would continue to have, hoping that, yes, we're going to have somebody capable to be in between the sticks for the national team. But we heard from Taiwo earlier, just a few minutes ago, he's saying, yes, the situation, it's a sad one. However, that position should not be kept for a player who is a free agent or who is not having a regular playing time for his club. He says forget about him and get someone else to be the starting goalkeeper for Nigeria. He's talking about the goalkeeping situation of the country, where former Super Eagles goalkeeper Emmanuel Babayaro has revealed that he's still baffled by the decision of Stanley Nwabali quitting his South African club despite not having any offer on the table. Babayaro likened the goalie situation to that of Ademola Lookman's back with Atalanta and believes he should have stayed still while planning a proper exit. He further urged the other goalkeepers to be surrounded by proper advisors.
Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
Guy's contract is still there. Will be done, I think, sometime in the summer. And then you quit the club now. And I'm asking myself, you quit to go where? You rather still without training than to sit on the bench and be getting good training and be receiving your salaries or what? I don't even understand. You're not even training at club level. That means you are getting rusty. You are not performing week in, week out. That means you are not in the eyes of the storm. You are not in the eyes of people who are watching, of scouts or other clubs and things like that. That is where I give Lookman that respect. Everything that was happening, he was showing his dissent, he was protesting, but at the same time, he was coming to work every day, giving his everything. Because he knows that his performance is still what is going to get him to that next level that he's wishing for. So he doesn't want anything to deter him from that. So you see the difference in wisdom. I think you said something that's very fundamental, which I think we can't say enough. The people surrounding, if they don't have, I think they should start having certain people. They should be surrounded by certain people that can tell them the truth.
Sports Radio. What else could
Well, the deed has been done, and Stanley Nwabali is not without any club as we speak. I don't know how soon he's going to get a club, but he's a free agent at this point in time. But when I open the phone lines, I would love to get your reaction on the situation, especially with regards to the statements made by Taiwo Oloyode, who says we should move on from Stanley Nwabali. The fact that he's not with the club at this particular time, he's not active, he's not playing, having regular playing time. He says we should move on from Stanley Nwabali and look for other replacements, goalkeepers who are active and who can represent, the national team. I would love to get your reaction on that statement made by Taiwo. But away from the home front and, of course, to Europe at this point in time, I'm going to take a statement made by Alex Iwobi, who has admitted that results have not been going well for Fulham, but stressed the team remains positive. The Super Eagles midfielder said the players will keep their heads up, continue fighting, and give their full support until the end of the season. Fulham will visit relegation battle at Nottingham Forest on Sunday.
Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
You know me, I always try and stay positive no matter what. Results ain't been going our way, but we'll keep our heads up and we keep on fighting. We'll keep on going. Keep on going, man. Till the season's done, give it 100.
Sports Radio. What else could we call it?
Well, the words of Alex Iwobi right there says until the season is done, yes, him and, of course, his teammates will continue to give 100 in the Premier League season. Yes, they will face Nottingham Forest this Sunday. Fulham, as we speak, are currently 10th in the Premier League standings. Yes, they are 10th in the Premier League standings, 40 points from 29 games played. They're not fighting for relegation. Neither are they fighting for any European place at this point in time. But, this is where they are. And, of course, it says until the end of the season, they will continue to push and, of course, continue to fight hard. They will take on Nottingham Forest on Sunday. And that's where we're going to pick up our conversation. Nottingham Forest, as we speak. Yesterday, Nottingham Forest was in action yesterday. And Nottingham Forest lost to Midtjylland, FC Midtjylland, yesterday in the Conference League. They lost 1-0 at home. At home, that's how bad it was for Premier League clubs this week. They lost to FC Midtjylland, and it wasn't just about Nottingham Forest losing. Crystal Palace could not score a goal. Right there in front of their home fans, they played a goalless draw against AEK Larnaca. Because we have 9 teams, 9 Premier League clubs representing England across board in Europe. We have 6 in the Champions League. We have, Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, and Aston Villa, Europa League and Conference like that. So Crystal Palace, yes, played the goalless draw against AEK Larnaca. And then the only team that had a victory amongst the Premier League clubs was Aston Villa. And even Aston Villa, it wasn't really a fantastic performance from them against Leeds. It was basically one shot, and then that particular shot got into the back of the net. But someone would say, a win is a win, right? So 1-0 victory for Aston Villa away from home against Lille. So 8 of the 9 Premier League clubs failed to win their European games this week. And I was listening to a comment. I've listened to so many comments made by, several ex-pundits, who have come out to criticize the decline in what we are seeing this season from Premier League clubs. A certain man was speaking, Mark Goldbridge. In the words of Mark Goldbridge, he says, I think we are seeing how dead the Premier League has become with its boring obsession with long throws and crowding keepers. They've forgotten how to play football. I'm going to take that statement once again. I think we are seeing how dead the Premier League has become with its boring obsession with long throws and crowding keepers. They've forgotten how to play football. Now, I wasn't going to have this conversation until what I saw yesterday in the Europa League and also in the Conference. By the way, I think UEFA should find a way and make the Europa League and Conference League more interesting. It used to be more interesting than this, but now people barely have what to look forward to. But the conversation is what we are seeing, with the Premier League clubs this season right there in Europe. And I've also seen, people saying, oh, Premier League clubs, the fixture is congested in the Premier League. Fatigue, so on and so forth. Little or no time to rest, the physicality of the Premier League, fatigue, bad recruitment are some of the reasons why this Premier League club faltered in this week in the Champions League, in the Conference League, and also in the Europa League as well. So I don't know if these reasons are valid for you as a fan. If you think all these reasons are valid for the quality of play that we saw from the Premier League clubs this week, or you think we are just making excuses and have maybe refused to admit the Premier League is a bit overrated and the top clubs are not what we think that they are. When they won yesterday, Aston Villa, Unai Emery, made a statement after his victory against Lille yesterday. By the way, Lille has ceased in the French League, gone. Aston Villa they are fourth, if I'm not mistaken. Aston Villa are fourth in the Premier League standings. There's a possibility that they will play Champions League next season if they can hold on to this position or even move ahead of Manchester United. But the fact is that they are in top 4 in the Premier League, a league we consider the best in the world. And then a certain Lille, in what we consider, some people consider Farmers League, assist, and they could only beat them 1-0. Now, Unai Emery, when they won that game yesterday, says yesterday, that was referring to the game yesterday, was wow, how difficult the English teams had it in Europe. Premier League, we can say, the words of Unai Emery, Premier League, we can say, is maybe the best league, but in Europe, is difficult to fight. And then he mentioned that the game against Lille is a good example. So even with the fact that Aston Villa won that game, Aston Villa worked for that victory. It was a difficult game for Aston Villa against a 6th place Lille in the French Ligue 1. The other day was Thibaut Courtois who was speaking, and Thibaut Courtois was saying, paraphrasing his words, was saying it's easier to play a certain Getafe in La Liga than to play Manchester City in the Champions League. That was I'm paraphrasing the words of Thibaut Courtois. He says it's easy for them to play Getafe. It's harder for them to play Getafe in La Liga than to actually play Manchester City in the Premier League. So I really don't know, because we say this league is the best league in the world. We say, oh, it's very competitive. It's this one, it's that one. But look at their performance this week across board. It's not just about the Champions League. It's about the Europa League. It's about the Conference League. Are these Premier League top clubs actually what we think they are? Are these Premier League top clubs what we think they are? Or are we just, overrating and overhyping, all these clubs? Are they actually what we think they are? Because these are top clubs. Aside Newcastle United in the Champions League, the rest of the other teams are traditional big sides. Forget about Tottenham Hotspur, what they're doing this season. Aston Villa is a big side in the Premier League. Crystal Palace, okay, maybe not big side, but somewhere an average club. Nottingham Forest are, not really, a big side, so to say, as well. So are these Premier League top clubs really what we think that they are? Or do you think indeed their performance, across board in Europe has exposed the decline in the quality of the Premier League? Performances we've seen this week, has it exposed the decline in the performances of Premier League clubs this season? When I open the phone lines, the conversation I really want to have, and when I open the phone lines, I want to hear from you. Has the Champions League, the Europa League, the Conference League, has it exposed the fact that the Premier League may be overrated? Has it exposed the quality of the Premier League? Look at the style of play. Look at the gulf in the money spent. I saw a comment on social media where someone said, give Barcelona the amount of money that Man City have spent this season, or the amount of money Arsenal spent, and see what they can do. So you look at the style of play, you look at the gulf in the money spent by clubs in the Premier League, clubs in La Liga, clubs in the German Bundesliga, clubs in the French Ligue 1. You look at the quality of players. And then you ask yourself, what will be the reason for the poor showing in Europe this week? What will be the reason? You know, so when they talk and say quality don't really drop, you didn't know it was this bad. So the whole fatigue, are they the only ones playing 3 times in a week? The clubs in German Bundesliga, are they not playing 3 times in a week? Is Barcelona, are they not playing back to back? So when we say, Premier League clubs are fatigued, this one, that one, are they the only ones playing those number of games? Or is there really a true decline in the quality of play in the Premier League? Like I mentioned, for me, this is the major conversation this afternoon. And the phone lines will be open in a bit so that we can hear from you. Do you think this is something we need to worry about? Or it's just a blip? It's just a blip in a season where most people have defined and called it, the worst Premier League season. So is this for you a problem, a concern? Or no, it's just a blip. It's just happening. This season, it don't really go too well across board. And that's why you're going to make that excuse for Premier League clubs. Well, I would love to hear from you. Before we do that, because I also want to have this conversation, if you're a Barca fan, I would love to hear from you. I mean, we know that Barcelona are looking to elect a new president. Former president Juan Laporta is running for that post. Victor Font is also running for that post as well. But I think the reason why this is becoming a major conversation is because of the manifesto. I'm going to use that word, the manifesto that both presidents have presented. Now, for Victor Font, you don't talk, say, well, one of his long-term plans, if he's re-elected, you don't talk and say it's a potential return or bringing Erling Haaland to La Liga. He says, that's something that will happen if he's re-elected as the president. In fact, the way Victor Font put the conversation, it was almost as if he was already in talk with Erling Haaland's agent. And so when he made that statement in that debate between him and Joan Laporta responded and called him a liar. Joan Laporta had to hit out on presidential rival Victor Font for claiming he could sign Erling Haaland for Barcelona. In fact, Laporta accused Font of lying after the Man City striker's representatives denied any contact with the Catalan club. So Victor Font claimed that yes, if they become president, in fact, they say he would sign Haaland. You don't really talk to Haaland. And unfortunately for him, Erling Haaland's agent, debunked that particular, information and said at this point in time, there's no conversation between Barcelona. I'm trying to see if I can get that statement. There's no conversation between Barcelona and Erling Haaland. And then tensions, boiled over between Laporta and Victor Font. But it's a plan. Talk say he won't bring him now. It's a long-term plan for him. As it stands now, Erling Haaland's contract with Man City is until 2034, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, his contract runs with Man City until June 2034. Erling Haaland currently earns £525,000 per week. This is Erling Haaland's weekly wage. £525,000 per week. In fact, I took the extra luxury of going to look at the highest earners as Barcelona. If you look at Barcelona's wage list, now Robert Lewandowski is the highest earner at Barcelona. Now, why Erling Haaland earns £525,000 per week, Robert Lewandowski earns £400,000 per week. And then you have Frankie de Jong, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Juskunde, Dani Olmo. So, I don't know how Victor Font wants to achieve this. But I don't tell and say it's a lie. You're lying. And you're lying not only because I think you're lying, but also because Erling Haaland's agent has come out to say you dey lie. You don't come out and say there is no communication between Erling Haaland and Barca. Okay, yeah, I found the statement. Now, Erling Haaland's agent, his name is Rafael Pimienta. I hope that's correct, the pronunciation. Rafael Pimienta. Now, he came out and said, we have a lot of respect and admiration for Barcelona, but there hasn't been any contact whatsoever with Erling Haaland or with Barcelona's management regarding potential transfer targets. Also, because the player renewed his contract a few months ago, he's very happy at Manchester City. Everything is going very well for him, and we really have nothing to discuss about a transfer when everything is so good at City. Now, these are the words of Erling Haaland's agent. He says no contact with Barca or the management regarding a potential transfer to La Liga. So, now I don't know how you feel about this as a Barcelona fan. Victor Font, now waiting in gets for a manifesto. We will do this. So I don't know if this is something you see happening. Do you see Erling Haaland coming to Barcelona? Do you see Barca buying Erling Haaland, or do you think these are just promises, lamba, where people just find a way give promises that they can't keep, promises to win an election, making promises that you can't keep? As a Barca fan, you've seen Laporta, as president before he resigned so he can recontest. So between Joan Laporta and Victor Font, who do you genuinely think has the best interest of Barca at heart? Now, one of the statements Victor Font also made was that if he's re-elected as a president, there's a possibility that Messi would make a return back to Camp Nou. And then when he made the statement, Laporta responded and said the Barcelona fans want to move forward from Messi to Lamine Yamal and Kobasi. In other words, he's saying the Barca fan, they're looking towards the future, and the future is Lamine and Kobasi. There is no need to take them back to the days of Messi. But Font says if he becomes president, yes, that's return that some Barca fans are looking forward to could actually happen. And so he said a whole lot of, was a lot of words between Laporta and Victor Font as to who would be, just to sway the minds of the fans and those who go vote to be the president of Barcelona. So as a fan, do you think these are promises that he is making just to get that particular post? Or do you think indeed there is a place in this world where you see Erling Haaland playing for Barcelona? Don't forget, say, Pep will soon leave Man City. So if he leaves, with Barca going for him £525,000. That is his weekly wage. Highest earner for Barcelona, though they earn reach that amount. Is there a place where you see Erling Haaland actually playing for Barca? Or are these promises that Victor Font cannot keep? Do you think indeed Victor Font genuinely has Barca's interest as mind? Or would you say, no, Team Laporta, I can't wait for Laporta to be re-elected as the president of the club? The phone lines are blinking already. Maybe I should just put a pause right now so we can get to the phone lines and hear from you, across the board. Now, we're taking reactions across board. Now, we heard from Taiwo Loyode, who has suggested that we should move on from Stanley Nwabali because, yes, he's a free agent. He has no club at this particular time. And his advice is that, yes, we should move on from Stanley Nwabali and look for other replacements. It says look for active goalkeepers, either from the home front, either in Europe, goalkeepers who are willing and ready to represent the national team, who have regular playing time. It says move on from Stanley Nwabali and look for other replacements out there. The words of Taiwo Oloyode. And yes, do you agree with him? Do you think indeed he has a point? For me, the major conversation, why are Premier League clubs struggling in Europe? Are the top Premier League clubs truly what we think they are? Or are they just overrated? Is the Premier League just overrated and, and too hyped? The poor showing we saw in Europe this week, what can be the reason? Is it fatigue? Is it style of play? What was the problem? Because, so how do we solve this problem? Are the Premier League clubs as good as we think they are? Are they as good as we think they are? Is the Premier League overrated? Did the performance of the European competitions, Champions League, Conference League, and of course the Europa League, did it expose the decline in the quality of play in the Premier League? Or do you think there's something else attached to it? And also for Barcelona, Victor Font, Laporta, who is actually saying the truth. Let's hear from you. 090-44,889, 090-41,889. On WhatsApp is 090-44,889. You can react to any of the talking points, or one of them, or all of them if you can. Hello? Okay, call us back, please, if you can. Hello?
Yes, good afternoon to you, Riva.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Mr. Bright. I'm an icon of Manchester City.
You're welcome, please.
Number one, yes, let me start from Thibaut Courtois, which is to play Getafe is more difficult than to play Man City. See, I'm not going to blame man. Man City played for league space. He did a 2-1, he don't talk anything. Even to so, and for Premier League struggling for Champions League. Remember, now only Newcastle do it. All the other clubs go away. So, and remember, they play. Remember, for whether now German Bundesliga, they even suspend the match for PSG. But
that's in the French league. Did they suspend Barcelona's game? No. In fact, no. Why I can't agree with you, Mr. Bright? Before that game on Wednesday, they played though. Don't confuse me now.
But those ones, they are no more. They are not competitive as Premier League. See, Premier League is not because of the schedule. Remember, Pep Guardiola don't talk this thing. Sometimes with time. Maybe this thing, maybe last year, the way that they schedule this thing. Remember, Premier League is playing out before they go give you a FA Cup. So now that's the do. And for Barca, see, you made a come up in the Haaland. See, they never even played their good thing. So you made a come up in the Haaland. They don't see for that 2 great stars now. Unless they won't see their stadium where they did na.
Okay.
See, they no fit. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. WhatsApp line is open, please. 090-44,889. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome.
Ola from Kenya.
Ola, please go on.
First time caller.
All right, you're welcome.
I just want to talk about this your comment that probably Premier League they are overrated. I will totally disagree to this. Right from the group stage, you can see 5 from Premier League.
That's what I said. Yeah, so qualified automatically. But when it mattered in the round of 16, they faltered.
Even in the round of 16, just because at least only one club lost away. The other one.
What do you mean by one club? 3 clubs lost away, and they lost heavily.
I don't think you can use a match to judge a performance compared to what they have been doing in the past. So I totally decline to that. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right, thank you. Now, when 5 qualified automatically to the round of qualified automatically, and then the last one went through playoff, we came back and then we were praising. With the praise, they say, oh, Premier League clubs, this one. Even to today, Arsenal fans will call you say, oh, if Arsenal fans are playing ugly football, why did they finish top in the UEFA group phase? That was the conversation we had then. So but this is where we are in the round of 16. And then you ask yourself, what are the odds that Chelsea will come back at the Stamford Bridge? What are the odds that Man City will come back at the Etihad? Tottenham Hotspur, what are the odds that they will come back also at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? Newcastle at Camp Nou, what are the odds that Newcastle will beat Barcelona at the Camp Nou? Arsenal, okay, I think Arsenal can fancy a chance. And it's not just about the fact that they lost. It was in the manner that they lost. Let me say they lose. Now, it was the manner in which they lost. So when you say fatigue, there was no game. In fact, we talk say PSG postponed their game. It's just this week. Oh, the only game they postponed was the game they're supposed to play this weekend. That's the only game they postponed. Last week they played Monaco. Was it on Friday or Saturday? And then on Wednesday they took on Chelsea. So it's only this week they should have played Nantes this week, which they postponed, so that they can play Chelsea on Tuesday. But how about Barcelona? No game postponed. How about Bayern Munich? No game postponed. Are we not just making excuses for these Premier League clubs? Or indeed, the quality don't they show? Say these Premier League clubs are not what we think that they are. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Welcome, good afternoon.
My own opinion is that...
What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Peter, calling from Lekki.
Go on, please.
So my own is that it's not that we are hyping the Premier League club or the Premier League. It's the best club, it's the best league in the world. Listen, sometimes, not the every time now you go carry 5, don't need person for her. You know, you go pick up. You get to go do person something, you go say enough is enough, even I die, you go die today. So me, I'm not waiting for football to say, nobody this time now you go to win match. You have to understand that. That's the what about football. Nobody this time now person will win match. Not be saying match this man City. And they say English is no good again. Or PSG, did Chelsea, or Arsenal play draw, and they say English is no good again. And we will say with the English football lovers. We expect other leagues in the world. They are doing well. Nobody every time we talk about the English team. You need to step up. If you look about 3 seasons ago, 2 seasons ago, how many does nothing don't beat Madrid? How many Chelsea? Yes, I mean that they don't beat PSG. So they can't find it very easier for them to go the same goal to defeat PSG or Madrid. Madrid. It can't be possible. They don't do it that way. You have to go beat person. This is remember the way we get feeling. That's why they pass you. If they go street like this, you find a guy who say, I wait for the road where I follow a go street. If you are going to do something, one day they will make up their mind. So, yeah, if you die, one die, like you want to kill me today. Now, what happened to PSG and Chelsea? So, Madrid and this team, Man City. Not that Premier League is not the best team in the world. It is the best team. We also expect other teams. Because if you go to Spanish League now, for Spanish League, only Madrid and Barca, they dominate the league.
Yeah, but the only time when you get, I get your point. My own is say the only time when you get to meet them, you know, they live up to expectation. You know, they live up to maybe. So maybe when they talk, say the Premier League is the best, or you know, how do I say this thing? There was a point when they made it look like Messi was not the best because he didn't play in the Premier League. They go try and say, oh, this is what they do for Barcelona. May can't do it for Premier League. Or they go call one player and say, oh, can't do it for Premier League. That was how much. That's how much people they hype this Premier League they talk about. So maybe the Premier League is just good within the Premier League. It's just good for inside this Premier League they talk. When they leave the shores of when they just leave that Premier League them day and come out. So Premier League good. Maybe not just for Premier League. When was the last time a Premier League club, won the what's the word? The Champions League. That was Man City 2023, and that was still Pep. You can count how many Premier League clubs that win champions. This is where they meet. This is where the big boys meet. They can't come to Premier League and play. So if we've been complaining about the quality of football this season, did the Champions League and the Europa League and the Conference League expose the quality in the decline of the Premier League? Only one team, 9 teams, only one, and that was 1-0 against the 6th place Lille in the French Ligue 1. Let's take more calls on the show. I'll be just make excuse, say fatigue, congestion, this one, that one. Hello, welcome. What's your name, please? Call us back when you can. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Abayomi speaking.
Welcome, Abayomi. You're welcome, please.
So I would like to say that the Premier League is undisputedly the best league in the world. See, it's just like when you want to define what climate is. You say climate is a weather that is studied over a period of time. So what we are doing right now is like we are jumping the gun. You can't just pick a set of matches for a particular week.
But we did that when the group phase finished, and then we were hyping Premier League clubs. Go on.
Premier League is no longer the best league in the world. And see, am I speaking with Eva?
Yes, it's Eva. It's Eva. It's Eva, yes.
Now, you see, this result that you just had, there is no way you can tell me that in the second leg, some of these results can be.
Oh, please call me back. Oh, please call me. I think it's network, so call me back if you can. I would love to hear more of what you had to say. When they finished, when they qualified, 5 qualified automatically. We had the conversation. So why are you not saying because they played first leg, we should not have the conversation? When they did the group phase, we came back and said, 5 out of 6 clubs qualified automatically, shows you the quality. We had it, and then Premier League people that are Premier League fans were hyping, say yes, indeed. There's no reason why we're not going to have it now if you lost shamefully against clubs in other leagues. Look at the amount of money they spend for Premier. They can't say the same thing for clubs in other leagues. Quality of players, all the still. But this is why it's conversation, so we can hear from you as well. But it's not just about this. Also, Barca and the old Ellen Haaland situation. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, Ivan. My name is Stephen. I'm calling from London.
All right, go on, please.
Yeah, like we have been saying here, that the Premier League.
Your voice is low. I don't know.
Hello, I'm hearing you.
Yes, this is better. Go on now. Better.
Okay, I said the Premier League has always been the best league due to the competition, the kind of what they have in England, and the kind of players that are playing there. Like, if you check during December, it's only like maybe Premier League or few clubs that have matches in December. Usually from that it's something downwards. So this Champions League, the Premier League team Champions League will be well so far this year. They haven't played, gotten to this knockout stage now, haven't played now this kind of stuff. You can't really look down to the Premier League. They lost, most of them lost, and because there is still a win second leg. You see this coming second leg where you use a new Premier League team that is serious. That is very, very serious. Despite the first leg. So let's keep our fingers crossed and we know the second leg. Or we now just the competition.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Hello, welcome.
Hello, yeah, this is about.
Okay, all right. Go on, please.
So, like I was saying, you can't even tell me that the first leg is the final determinant of how you rate English clubs. You might come to the second leg and you see the teams overturning the results. I could remember there was a time Liverpool went to, I think it was Barcelona.
Yeah, 3-0-4-0. Yes, Barcelona.
Yes. And they got back to Anfield.
But you know, it's not just about the scoreline. It's about how they lost.
See,
or how they drew.
This is just a one-off. This is just coincidental.
Okay, fine.
So there's no way you can't. It's just like you are judging.
I get your point.
Single set of matches. You understand?
I'm with you. Go on.
You can't just use it. And let me even tell you. If you watch La Liga very well, you will discover that the dominant teams in La Liga are just Real Madrid and Barcelona. I can tell you categorically that Real Madrid, Barcelona will beat every other team that is in La Liga. But it's not so in Premier League. That's how to tell you that a league is quite competitive and is rated the best in the world. Rated the best in the world because you see a team like Crystal Palace will stand up and play against Manchester United or play against Liverpool like they are mates. Do you understand?
I'm listening.
When you value what is spent on Crystal Palace team and you value a team like Man U, you see the gap. But still, you see the competitiveness in English Premier League. So you can't just use a one-off set of match and say, okay, fine, English Premier League is no longer the best league in the world. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Abayomi. So he says it's just a one-off. Well, next week, no far. But that's your opinion. Just a one-off, a blip, and not necessarily a big problem when the return leg has not been played. Hello, welcome. Okay, please call us back if you can. WhatsApp line is open as well. 090-44,080. Now, Barca fans, Victor Font, Juan Laporta, who do you think genuinely has the interest of your club, first? And also, Erling Haaland, according to Victor Font, he said he get for him plan to sign on when he becomes president. Do you actually see that happening? Place in this world where Erling Haaland, £525,000, gets to play for Barcelona. Contract until 2034. Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, Eva?
Yes, I'm fine.
Yeah, Eva, I'm sorry for that day. Sorry about that. Sorry about Baka. Sorry, don't be offended.
Which day? I can't even remember, but go on.
Yeah. I thought I was speaking.
Go on.
Calling from Lekki.
Go on, please.
Yeah. So, Eva, I think, I agree with you. Eva, you are correct, 100%. Because you know why? All the English teams, you see that performance from Chelsea to Man City. And see, Eva, I bet you, Man City and Chelsea Man City will not qualify. Man City won't qualify, and Chelsea, because I can't see Man City score 3 goals. Man City is not possible. They can't score 3 goals. Okay, can Chelsea score 5? Can they score 5 Chelsea? It's not possible now. So all the English teams, they have been woefully. Their defense has been poor. You could Man City, their defense was shambolic. Shambolic. Man City was just rubbish, shambolic. That's how my just 3. So Man City will not qualify. Chelsea, Man City cannot score 3. That's the truth. So primarily, they I think fatigue that's killing them. Fatigue. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. My own is if you say fatigue is killing a club in the Premier League, the same clubs elsewhere are playing the same games. It's not like Barca are resting midweek. It's not like Bayern Munich, they rest midweek. They have Barcelona get Copa del Rey, although they got knocked out. Bayern Munich gets, what's the name of their own? I can't remember right now. Is it, they have the DFB Pokal? Yeah, that's what their own is called. PSG get Coupe de France. So my point is that until these teams get knocked out, they play. They have midweek games as well. So when you say fatigue, is it just in the Premier League? So the conversation is, are the Premier League clubs as good as we thought? Are they as good as we thought? Or would you say no? Performance in the European League, indeed, you don't expose the fact that the Premier League, they overrated. And they don't expose the fact, say, the quality of the Premier League don't depreciate, it don't drop. Hello, welcome. Hello.
Eva.
Yes, welcome.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Yeah. I hope you don't miss Adam too much.
Nah.
Don't lie you.
Who is this?
Don't lie, you.
Wait, now who be this?
So this is Adiola from Federal.
Adiola Carrigo.
Yeah, so England, England have 3 competition. Others league have 2.
Which one be 2? They have 3 too. They have 3.
Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and the Premier League,
Barcelona get waiting. La Liga get Copa del Rey. La Liga. They get Super Cup too. Super Cup don't follow. They get Super Cup.
Super Cup. How many clubs they play that one for La Liga?
Which kind of question be that one?
So and then England. That's so it's supposed to be. For people like you, when we say na go need to banter them like this. Yeah, it's good now. But I can tell you that by the time quarterfinal will be listed out, you will see 3 or 4 English teams.
Now here we day now. Now here we day. We don't go anywhere.
Okay, as long as you are, before you end the show, I want you to do something for the
I know they do anything. I know consult the gods. I know they consult anybody. Do not leave me.
So that we can hold you to it. You write up English team now. So the last place I can tell you that 3 or 4 teams will be in last place. It's fatigue, Mama.
Oh, okay.
And they are afraid to go. Everybody wants to go to work for food. I will lie to you.
Okay, all right. It's a conversation we're having. I have not automatically ruled to say the Premier League is overrated. Your opinions are here for us to hear as well. I'm giving you, both sides of the same coin. Look at the money they spend for Premier League. Is it the same money spent in La Liga? Is it the same money spent in Bundesliga? Is it the same money spent in the French Ligue 1? And yet, we don't see Premier League teams not living up to expectations in the Premier League. In Europe. Because when I say Europe, it's not just Champions League only. We have other tournaments as well. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. What's your name?
My name is Neto.
Go on, please.
Eva. See, this one knows this thing. Now the hard work, understand? Now the hard work of the team working for England. And let's do it like this now. Since 2019, 2026 now, how many England teams don't carry Champions League? Yeah?
Since when? 2019?
2019, 2026. How many England teams don't carry Champions League?
You come out, you see your life.
That's 3. Wait,
you see your life?
Wait,
that's 3 now. Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City.
Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City.
Yes.
I have for Spain now. Not only Madrid. For them, they don't carry them.
Who?
For Germany, for German League.
Bayern Munich, yes.
And for France and PSG.
Yeah, PSG, yes.
So now you come to look.
So why you start from 2019? What happened? Why you start 2019? Why you start 2019? If you start from 2012 now or 2016.
Okay, 2012. So no, who leave that because you have to talk now and say this. So for me, and if you want in that time, this one now is the play now. Some Champions League will come, some Champions League will come this tournament now. Not only Bayern and any man.
Oh yeah.
Italy now, not only Atlanta self don't come out. Understand? But this thing Atlanta don't come. So Atlanta don't get home now. Let me say those fans don't come out. For Spain now, only Atlantico is PSG and Madrid. And if you watch those Barca and Madrid, now only two of them now they dominate.
Atletico Madrid day. Atletico Madrid day.
Atlantico, you say no belong because they won't come out for Copa del Rey now. For Premier League now, for Premier League tournament, this one will carry this. This one will carry. So now say so for me, if I say my start, England are in the first team for this world. And if you get time to say, if you watch those Ukraine, Shaka donate them. All of them they contact them because those one are one. For Celtic, those Celtic now income this is the only one. But England, this is where come now. They should say England team they do well for this world and this world now they work hard to do all these things. So my own say make they leave England. England go dominate until the Champions League ends. Until this world ends, England go still dominate. Maybe not have to say maybe next season now they will say that when they come from England. Maybe don't talk you. Bye bye.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Omega. Thank you for calling. WhatsApp line is open. Please go on WhatsApp and drop me a comment. A few thoughts that we have on WhatsApp already. Sammy says from Ogun State. Good afternoon, Eva. EPL clubs are overrated. Check the history of UCL, La Liga clubs, and Serie A clubs have the highest record of winning the UCL. All right, thank you so much, Sammy. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Eva.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, this is Ben speaking to you.
Ben, you're welcome.
Yeah. Concerning the topic just brought out now, concerning the English team, that they messed up this week, all of them, apart from Arsenal and Newcastle, that got the draw this week. But the way the Champions League is going now, because if they say England League is the best league in the world, and the same England League, they can't be able to produce the best player from England. And the Spanish league keep producing the best player. The past Ronaldo's record at Messi that won the Ballon d'Or. How many English players, apart from Rodri, that came outside? How many England teams that produced for the Ballon d'Or, apart from Rodri that's coming outside? So now the English league is not a completely new because all of them are just saying different things. English league, the judge of the English league, 4 of them or 5 of them will be knocked out by next Wednesday. They'll be knocked out by next Wednesday. They'll be knocked out by next Wednesday. There's no room for Newcastle coming down to Camp Nou, come and beat Barcelona at home. No room for them. They are not that. They'll be knocked out. For Manchester City, hoping that they'll be returning back to the second leg at this year. It's not going to be easy beating Real Madrid at this year second leg. They'll be knocked out. Many of them, all of them will be knocked out by Wednesday. The only people that still have chance to qualify is only Arsenal and Liverpool. Even Liverpool did well at Anfield. Between Galatasaray at home.
Okay.
Therefore, the Laporta.
Yes, and Victor Font. Victor Font.
That one alarmed by the give because there's no transaction. There's no error. Transaction going between Victor Font and the agent. So an alarm by the give. So that was just the wrong amount because guys, see. Barcelona don't get money, but Barcelona go fall into debt when they sign in Ghana. They don't pay Ireland money. They have £525 per week. They don't be paid. Back and not be paid that money. But I'm a backup fan. Okay. Don't get money. We get money, but we don't be paid that money. If Ireland is just for that 500, can Barcelona be able to pay 600 per week?
I will tell you. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. For me, it's about the season. It's really about the season because if you get narrative where they hear so much, they will tell you, say, oh, Barcelona for La Liga, only 2 clubs. Now only Barcelona and Real Madrid. And they will tell you, say, if Barcelona come Premier League, they're not going to make top 5. We hear it over and over and over again by the streets, online, anywhere. Say if Real Madrid come Premier League, they're not going to make top 5. This one, that one. If you want to go by that judgment, that means you will say, what's their name? If Man City goes to La Liga, based on the way Real Madrid trashed them, say they're not going to also make top 5. Because people continue to talk, say, it's harder for them when they're playing Getafe than when they're playing Man City. Say, if they had pass. The other day we were saying Albatete beat Real Madrid. Say, he had pass. Say, Real Madrid won't play Getafe. So when they won't play Man City, they are more relaxed because they know it's Man City. But then play them ball. So these are the things we're looking at. So eventually, when the big boys are left in the tournament, what do they do? Last season, Barca got knocked out by Inter Milan. We saw how PSG eliminated almost all the Premier League clubs last season. So at the end of it all, when these big boys come together, can these Premier League top clubs, when I mean top clubs, I'm not even talking about Nottingham Forest now, the ones what they call top clubs, are they really what we think that they are? Because when they meet their fellow big boys, they don't live up to expectation. They don't. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Eva. Good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome.
Good afternoon, Eva.
Good afternoon. You're welcome, please.
My name is Ekong.
Ekong, you're welcome.
Eva. Premiership is the best league in the world. Forget what happened to the Premiership series for last week or this week, Champions League playoff. There is no team in German.
I can hear you.
Spain, France. You look at the Premiership. Look at the way they are competing. Look at what the smaller teams are doing with the bigger teams. You can't see that in Spain. You can't see in Germany. You can't see. Premiership this last week. I mean, this week that these days are past. They are the best team. They are the best team on earth. Now, they are the best.
Okay.
If you look at Man City in the Premiership for this season, they are struggling to survive. Chelsea are struggling to survive.
So you don't think it's because the big teams are not living up to expectation?
That is all for me. For me, I'm not surprised for the result they got.
Okay.
Yeah, Tottenham is completely beatable even by the lowest. If you bring non-league clubs to play Tottenham for this, they will beat them. You understand? So, don't judge them based on the result they have for this week. For me, I don't judge them on that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's a two-way conversation. If you say, oh, wow, see what this bottom place team they do against Premier League, the big teams, it could also be because they quote-unquote big teams have not lived up to expectation. Maybe the reason why we not see that closeness between Barca and a Rayo Vallecano or Barca and a Girona because Barca, they've kept that level. It's almost when you say, let me make this example, almost like when you say AFCON. Let's say Nigeria against Burkina Faso. And then we lose to Burkina Faso. We can't talk, say, oh, AFCON has become more competitive. You can also look at it from the angle of Nigeria, they live up to expectation. We are no longer a big boy. Instead, you can look at it in several ways. But maybe we can't draw, maybe we'll not lose to Benin Republic. When I say, oh, the AFCON is becoming tough. That's why Nigeria is drawing against Benin Republic, or what we're losing to them. You can also look at it from the angle of you will be big boy. You're not be big boy anymore. You're not living up to expectation. You're not doing what you should do as a big country or as a big, club. So it's two ways. If Arsenal cannot win Wolves or Chelsea cannot win Leeds, it could be because Arsenal or Chelsea are not living up to expectation expected from them. And that's the likes of Paul Scholes always talk, say, this is the worst Premier League season. You're not going to see this. Maybe Barcelona, they won't play the small team. They go play them, say, you be small team. I go play you very well. You be small team. And they'll give them, you will see that golf quality. Say, indeed, you be small team. So it's a simple question. What we saw in Europe this week, has it exposed the decline in the quality of Premier League? Has it exposed the decline in the quality of the Premier League? Are the Premier League top clubs what we think they are? Or are they simply overrated? Hello, welcome.
Hello?
Welcome.
Hey, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, this goes here, Chasing Matthew.
Goes here, Carrigo.
Yes, I want to make my own contribution.
Go on, please.
Well, I don't think the Premier League is underrated. I don't think so. In fact, the Premier League is the best league in terms of competition among the teams. Then branding and whatever, they are the best. But to me, when you compare the top teams, from England to those from, let's say, La Liga, from Germany like Bayern Munich, PSG from France, then let's say Inter Milan from Italy. I don't think there is much difference amongst the big teams. That's my own thinking. Because these other teams, teams from other leagues now.
Go on, please. I can hear you. Oh, my God. Hello? Anyways, I'm going to have to let you go because I didn't hear what you were saying eventually. But anyways, we're wrapping up the conversation. So if you want to call, we can maybe squeeze in one or two more calls. All right, let's say Caesar says the media is just making an agenda about this Premier League issue. You follow the pattern of the UCL, it's a phase. I can still remember when 4 teams in England would make the quarterfinal and 3 making the semi-final is a phase. Nothing wrong with the Premier League. The Premier League have 3 cup games, including the Premier League, but the other top 5 clubs play 2 cup competitions. Hello, Biriva. We are saying United Mara say when the English team qualified automatically without playoff, the world was owed at the exceptionalism of the league. And that's the truth. When they qualify automatically, we were praising and say, oh, so if they faltered this week, you can't come here and say, no, forget what happened this week. When they qualified, 5 of them qualified automatically, we were praising them. It says now the performances did not come as planned, and the whole world is wagging their tongue. The league is not overhyped. Perhaps it's not just a good time for the teams this season in Europe, and that's a valid point as well. Since our English teams have always played in finals of both Europa League and Champions League, I'm not sure if other league have ever achieved this blueprint and milestone before. We are the pace setters. Let them put respect on the league. Thank you, Eva. All right, thank you, Wilson. Send on WhatsApp. Eva Casey from Festac says EPL has the best packaging and media hype. The noise past the football itself. No Premiership club go to Champions League club this season. Make a leave matter for Matthias. Great job, Eva. Blessed day. All right, thank you so much, Casey. Hello.
Hello, Eva. Good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome. Good afternoon.
Yes. Hey, my own contribution is...
What's your name, please?
I am Maxwell.
Welcome, Maxwell.
Yes. To me, the English team, than both the La Liga, the Bundesliga, the Serie A, and Ligue 1. Because, you see, most of these the past week, they played their FA Cup matches before coming into this Champions League. And the other counterparts, just, okay, let me use the...
They played weekend games too before coming to the Champions League game, yes.
No, not about the weekend game. Some of them played throughout the week. Like Arsenal played on Thursday.
Go on, let me confirm that.
They played on Thursday and played on Saturday. Then played on Wednesday, on Wednesday, I think.
For the Champions League, go on.
So you see, to me it is fatigue.
Okay.
So that's my own contribution.
All right, thank you. Thank you, says fatigue. All right, thank you. Hello. Okay. All right, thank you so much. On WhatsApp, good afternoon, Eva. Says a fantastic topic you have right here. Indeed, the Premier League seems overrated, but I still want to believe what happened this week was down to fatigue and the congestion of the league. Next week, when the results are officially out, we can make a conclusive decision. Thank you so much, Thomas. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome, please. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Nifemi from Osborne.
Go on, please. Nifemi, you've called me before, have you not?
Yes.
You know what, just earlier, is it on this segment?
No.
Okay, go on.
Yes, what I want to say about the what we're doing is that I think it's fatigue, number one. Then, because if you look at the way, let me start from Arsenal, Man City, Aston Villa, and maybe Chelsea. The way they are playing at the beginning of the season and the way they are playing now, they are tired. Every day before this, they are playing. How many times do they have to rest, to train, and to play football? So I think it's fatigue. And again, the way you are saying that if Barcelona take any on any small team, they beat them anyhow. Yes, it's fine, it's good like that, but in EPL, it's quite different. Because you people, you are playing together, at least you guys meet twice in every season.
So they don't meet twice in every season for La Liga?
No, wait, I'm coming there.
Go on, please, go on. Yes, you have the floor. Go on.
Yes, and again, at times, some clubs, you can be like 4 times. For example, like Arsenal, Chelsea now, they like 4 times this season. So compare to, so I did first leg, I did second leg. You go start this team is concerning the same. Even though you point, I want to even drag. That's how you see that Premier League it's more challenging than any other league because the way they play, and in the Premier League you see the person in the first position, then you play with the person in the 10th position, and the 20th position will be the person. It happened this season. This is the defending champion. You can imagine. So Premier League is very, very crazy.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. That's how much we can take on. I don't think I can have this argument any further. All right, it's your opinion, and yes, they are accepted. It's your opinion. I have my opinion of the Premier League, perception of the Premier League, and what we've seen this Europe. For some of you who have said next week, let's draw the conclusion next week. Next week, it's no fire anymore, and then we can see out of the 6 clubs, how many can qualify to the quarterfinals. Until then, maybe you can hold your opinions for those who are waiting until next week. People like me who already have our conclusions already. It's also our opinion, and it is valid as well. We'll take you back to more music right now. 7 minutes gone past 2. Super Freaky Fabulous Friday. Yes, when we come back on the show, it would be time for Make Your Peak. It would be interesting. As always, stick around, go nowhere. A Dial of Champions Sports Radio, Blue FM.
Hi, DJ Drogba.
Hello, this is Haile Gabriel. Hi, I'm Michael Essien, midfielder.
My name is Jeremy Mikel.
My name is Kevin Jordan.
My name is Kolo Toure.
Hi, my name is Thiago Vangira.
Hi, sports fans. My name is Victor Moses.
My name is Lightning Bolt.
I'm Joseph Yabo.
My name is Austin Jeju Okocha.
This is David Dean, former Vice Chairman of Arsenal and the Football Association. We're on Rilla FM.
We're reaching out to bring the big names to you. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. There's nothing like it. It all kicks off right here.
The only diamond that I treasure. Up in the sky, just a measure. She loves it when I apply pressure. Pressure. Only a diamond can come from all this pressure. You got my heart pumping, my blood raising my pressure. Sometimes greatness just need a little pressure. You fill me up and I feel low, applying pressure. Oh, come if I see you. The line is huge now, can't wait till I see her. She know that she mine. Wherever she like. But she know that she mine. Oh, come if I see you. Chasing my corner, be just in the bar. Yami Cora. But tell me what to do, not to make this dollar. Reward that, shall I see your $10? Kimomi shot you up, could I draw? As the money don't do, I go balance up with my me. And nobody don't be shit. You don't take no more money, she's a cheese. Stories untold, full envelope. I don't feel like me lose control. I know be storyteller. What I love is to stack in my agenda. Make I dey go even solo. I know before no feel let go. I know be fufuzela. We no like to they talk like never. I know they cross in my lane. I'm living like us at the pay. Yeah, for some you when they. I know they cross in my lane. I'm living like us at the pay. Yeah, for some you when they. Sunday when you. Sometimes I feel like I'm supernatural, but I'm only human. I'm only human, I'm human. Most times I feel like I walk on water, but I'm only human. I don't be Jesus, yeah, I don't be Jesus.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
I know they grass in my lily. I'm living like us at the pay, yeah, us at the window. I know the grass in my lily. I'm living like us at the bay. Yeah. Us on the window. 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 I know the grass in my lily. I'm living like us at the bay. Yeah. Us on the window. I know the grass in my lane. I'm living like us at the bay. Yeah, us on the window. But
Brila FM, a complete deal. Brila FM, a complete deal.
day. I want to be shine on one day.
Duro, que mo mateo pase to vapori duro. I'm gonna be duro, and you know, eh. Say na me be the boy we got picking before.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
I know say you the para, no son dole yawa. Mama ke amara, no shako ma pada. The baton vajo jomara, mama peke wawa. Me baso pelu mala, you debe kumala. Oh my God, I need to have a shake on. Think I know what's up. Jammy like on, you see what? Oh my God, I need to have a shake on. Think I know what's up. Jammy like
Roll me, baby. She said she knows me, I'm the stage, yeah. I told her I can't be a bobo. She said she wants to be my baby. She said she's serious and she don't play. I'm like, okay, if that's what you want, say. Many girls tell me involve me. Depends how I'm feeling.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
She don't come for the same, She gaslight, she knows what's best. I need her for my gen. Give me cartel, Zella. Me and AJ locked in as brother. Instrumental is me. Yeah. How far where you want go, baby? How far where you want go? How far where you want go, baby? Yeah. How far where you want go, baby? How far where you want go? How far where you want go?
to the bank, you know the money make a dance to. And I'm feeling funky.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
You know do me I want more. Hello my jack. But they make it long so. Meji. I'm gonna party like 99. Leave on my dress in the Meji. I'm gonna party like 99. Leave on my dress in the
Every day, identify your station. 88.9
Brila FM, a complete deal.
All I'm craving is more moolah. I look amazing, live my best life. Let's go to Paris, all Long Island. Baby, don't tell me. More life, more fun. Go do, go, go. Your body got me losing combo. Miami, go, wait, Meji. I'm gonna party like 99. Leave on my dress in me at Meji. I'm gonna party like 99. Leave on my dress in me at If I never make it's impossible.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Control but till it unfolds. Unfolds glory for me. Feels like I know it's so. With some new melodies. You know, send us to the hotel, no, yeah, they find me so less. I'm in my rest. Many people in my lane, I know if you to tie my shoelace. Maximum pace, I know if you turn a man, if you did do nothing to me, running away. they try coming for me, and the money me go there. You see this life, I want chop this life. In these trying times, just want to survive. What's really mine? What's really mine? Cannot pass me by, cannot pass me by. You see this life, I got struck this life. In these trying times, just want to survive. What's really mine? What's really mine? It won't pass me by, it won't pass me by. You mean like me, oh. I thought that like me, oh. That shall like me, oh. You mean like me, oh. I'm officially for my dream, oh. If I never make a home, it's impossible. Let me play you go do. Don't you know? If I'm with the go, love it today with the go. But your body they put lulu. Yeah, but your body wanna dongolo. I found the money to do more lulu. Let me for you go do. That's not you go do. No. If I'm with the go, love it today with the. But your body they put lulu.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
I found the money to do more lulu.
Baby, Joe, I'm alone, fine, Bobo. Joe, my Joe, Jabo. I will push and shackle. When you so go, Jamie, you lago. Me and my guys in me back easy. People for the escalade easy. Celebrity life, you know, easy. Skilly, easy. Are you gonna leave me show up easy? Too much of easy, I see. Kill mother the beat,
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Let me for you go do. That's not you go do. No. Okay, for me with the go. No be today with the. But your body they put lulu. Yeah, but your body wanna dongolo. I found the money to do more lulu.
Charlie Poppy, say small body, big head, she say small boy with big money, say small boy with big money, say Mr. Charlie, say small body, big head, she say small boy with big money, say small boy with big money, say come on borrow, na medical, come on borrow, na medical, come on borrow, na medical, come on borrow.
Brila FM, a complete deal.
Every day,
my throat to value concon. I am off concon. Show my throat in value concon.
see something when no day for me. Wonder if you go, if you go, why you wonder if you go, if you go, wonder if you go, if you go, baby, my money make a boss more. Stop at the long talk, I know they on me. I'ma make a bend, say you get fake dress, but you won't give me advice about patience. Are you making sense? Can't fit before I change my color. I they talk, me where you, I know you. She be mama, ever for the one. If you go, 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 why you want if you go, if you go, person when no person, you know they give person. If you want no person, you know go first person. I know they sick, you won't give me medicine. I get money, you won't help me spend my money. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself.
But on a more serious note, who tell you say person will no person, no they keep person? Who tell you say person will like person, no they keep person? So we get very fake noise, but according to your radio diva. Yes, sir, just before we make room for Make Your Peak, let's run through the news in 90 seconds. And yes, former Nigerian captain and African football icon J.J. Okocha said ambition and the willingness to step out of one's comfort zone are key differences between many Nigerian and South African players. He explained that Nigerian players often challenge themselves by moving abroad and adapting to new environments. Okocha added, succeeding in countries like Germany requires learning the culture, language, and being open to growth, stressing that hunger and the desire to improve are essential to making a global impact. Away from that one as well, the Tigress International Victoria Macaulay described the game against South Korea as highly competitive over Nigeria's 77-60 loss at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup in France. She noted that the team knew Korea's strength in fast shooting and tried to prepare defensively. Macaulay added that her years of professional experience helped her read the game and find good shots, while stressing that the defeats offers lessons the team can use to improve. The Tigress will play Philippines next tomorrow. And away from that one, that it was a very special to reach semi-finals of the all 9 ATP Masters 1000 after beating Arthur Field 6-2, 6-3 at Indian Wells Masters. The German becomes only the 5th player to achieve the feat, joining the Big Four: Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, and Andy Murray. He will face Yannick Sinner in the semi-final. And earlier on, it is time for Make Your Peak. It's a simple conversation, and today on the show, it's about what would be next week in the UEFA Champions League. Now, there are basically three Premier League teams who think and perhaps believe that they can do the comeback next week. But I think the last team, number one, they don't really get fans, and then secondly, I mean, people will really talk, say, that team, can they really do it? Looking at how, they've been fighting and struggling this season in the Premier League and also in the Champions League. I go still put them just to fulfill righteousness. So yes, Tottenham Hotspur, we saw what happened to them on Tuesday. Went away from home and lost to Atletico Madrid 5-2. Now, that is not all. And then we saw on Wednesday of the UEFA Champions League, Chelsea went away from home at the Parc des Princes, lost to PSG 5-2. So they copy from Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur don't do, they can't copy and do their own. Now, the citizens, Manchester City, went away from home, surprisingly lost to Real Madrid 3-0. Now, the conversation on the show today between Manchester City and Chelsea, like I said, Tottenham Hotspur. Although I know at the end of the day, it will be 1v1, Man City, Chelsea. Between Man City and Chelsea, which of them do you think has the greater chance of making a comeback next week? Like I talk, I'm simple, short, straight. Give us a reason, and then we can move on. Man City looking to make that comeback next week. Chelsea also looking to make that comeback next week. Amongst the both of them, which of them do you think has the greater chance, has the bigger chance of actually making a comeback next week in the UEFA Champions League? WhatsApp line is open, 090-44,889. You can call the line as well, or 090-41,889. I'm going to take the phone lines once again, 090-44,889 or 090-41,889. Your reasons, as you know, as usual, very important. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Grandma did fine in the house.
Oh, fire down. Oh, please don't change the narrative.
Obviously, that will not pick Man City because they cannot even beat Real Madrid in the
Oh, my God.
They will even beat Real Madrid.
So you...
Chelsea will also lose at the bridge.
See, you have to choose one. You cannot tell me none of them. No, you have to choose one. That's why I said...
You have to choose. I'm supposed to choose one.
Yes. Make your pick. Which one do you think has the...
I'll go for Chelsea now. I'll come back.
Because you're a Real Madrid fan.
Chelsea will pay me because on the long run, Madrid will beat Chelsea anyhow.
Oh, my God.
So Chelsea should come back.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
Thank you
God.
very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Let's leave what will happen in the long run. We're looking at what will happen. Oh, my God. How would I do like this now? Just pick one. That's why I said 1% chance. 1%. Choose one.
The vital truth is that they will still lose at home also. They don't need to come back. There's no need. They just by next week we will know the food that will join us. You understand?
Okay. We're going to join you for international break.
Yes, by next week we will have some new members. No worry, by next week we will.
Oh my God. All right. Why would they do like this now? I said 1% chance. 1%. All right, there has to be. Okay, I mean, Barcelona did the unthinkable against PSG. Did that 6-1 comeback. And according to Neymar, it was 1%. Is it 1% fate? 97? I forgot how they put it, but you know that 1% was there, Sha. So 1% chance, please. Just give it to one club. 1% chance based off of what you think they can offer next week. Hello?
Hello, Eva. Good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome.
My name is Solomon.
Solomon, you're welcome, please.
Yeah. I picked Chelsea. Chelsea will come back over Man City.
Chelsea over Man City. What's your reason? Chelsea to come back over Man City.
You know, like if a guy is fighting a fellow guy, it is more easier than a guy fighting a man. In a Real Madrid case, Real Madrid are a man.
Oh, they are men of the Champions League. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you. I didn't think someone would put it that way. But anyways, hello, welcome. Move away from your radio, please.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Ali.
You're welcome, please.
Yeah, I think Man City has a better chance than Chelsea. In the fact that Madrid at times these days often falter and could concede so many goals at any time. But Chelsea has a tall order. They've not been performing whether at home or anywhere. So I don't see Chelsea going past. I think Man City might pick it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. WhatsApp plan is 09044,889. It's a tall order for both teams. It's difficult on paper for both teams. But which one do you think? If any of them fit try, now this club. That's why I said a 1% chance to do that comeback. Man City or Chelsea. Hello, welcome.
Afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome.
This is Martin.
Carry go. Let's hear you.
Chelsea can do the comeback. They have done it before and they will do it today. They can do the comeback against PSG.
Over Man City against Real Madrid.
You said?
You think they have it more than Man City over Real Madrid?
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right, thank you. WhatsApp line FJ1 from Blackie says, please don't text me and say none of them. There has to be one that you think has a little chance. All right, thank you. Good afternoon, radio anchor Olalikon from Courage. To be sincere with you, Eva, none of them have half chance of progressing. There's no half chance anywhere. Both of them are out already. Okay, hello. on, please. Make your pick.
I think Man City stand a chance to come back because if Real Madrid can score 3 on reply goals, I think Man City can also do so. Against Chelsea, I'm not seeing Chelsea scoring 4 on reply goals. I think they
need to score 3. Maybe take it to extra time. They need to also score 3 to make it 5-5. Remember, it's 5-2. Ended.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not seeing them score 3, not to talk of 4. So they need to score 4 goals to qualify. So I'm not seeing them do that.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you so much for calling. WhatsApp line is still open. Phone lines are still the same. And the conversation is between these two clubs in the Premier League. Which of them do you think has at least a 1% chance of making a comeback in the Champions League next week? Man City 3-0 victory. Yes, they suffered a 3-0 victory in the hands of Real Madrid on Wednesday. This team has potential to do a lot. So let's see, between the both of them, the players in that team, the capacity of the manager, and the quality of opposition. Amongst the both of them, who do you think can actually make a comeback next week? Hello, welcome. Hello. Yes, your voice is low. What's your name? Hello.
Good afternoon.
All right, what's your name?
Dominic,
go on.
Yeah, sorry coming back. You see Chelsea and Man City. None of them will come back. Before Chelsea go even score, PSG go first and score before they go score. Even both Madrid, Man City go score, Madrid go first and score before he go score for that match. None of them will come back. All of them, they are out.
Okay, all right. Hello.
They are out.
Hello. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Johnny of Lagos on the line.
You're welcome. Fire down, please.
Thank you. And considering the issue of Chelsea, say Chelsea, they more surprising when they know they form, when people don't count the house. So I will give Chelsea a 1% chance. But for Man City,
no way.
It's a no-no. It's a no-no for them.
Okay. All right, thank you. Says that that 1% chance they talk about goes to Chelsea. Said they've shown that over time, when you don't expect them to do the unthinkable, they do the unthinkable. But that was other Enzo Maresca. This Liam Brezono. All the times we felt like he should do the unthinkable, do up. So I don't know the Chelsea you're using to make the analysis that they can rise up to the occasion. But anyways, next week we'll tell. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome. What's your name?
Okay, this is Sunday, Baka Pikin.
So?
That match is done and dusted.
It's the same thing with Chelsea. They get 2 goals first half.
They will come back. But Chelsea, if Chelsea score, no hand over PSG will still score. So they can't take that one away from
So
PSG.
if Man City score, Real Madrid not score?
If Real Madrid...
If Man City score...
If Real Madrid...
If Man City score...
Yes, there is probability. Man City, Madrid can score.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
But Madrid can score.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
But you see, for PSG, they will surely score. But for Man City, if Madrid is not able to get 1 goal, they will end in the first half, that match. And Man City now tell them to get...
PSG will go qualify. Now, Newcastle don't go. The only person will go qualify from England now, Arsenal. Watch and see. That's my take. Watch and see. Okay. Anybody where they come, they talk their own.
No. Now wait till we they talk. I can't let that they come they go. Now wait till we they talk. Now the truth is that eventually these teams where Kakele mentioned, there's a possibility that they will get knocked out next week. But like we said, they always talk in football. Never say never. Never say never, and that's why we've seen comebacks happen when no one saw it come. Liverpool did it against Barcelona 3-0, and then they went and beat them 4-0. We don't see them happen over time. So there's a 1% chance that a comeback can happen next week. I mean, our callers were defending the Premier League in the last segment of the show. They said, "Oh no, it's just a blip." They defend Premier.
Well, I may say, maybe lucky they can, miracle can happen. But if assuming it's past year, I will say they will come back. But you are not talking of Liverpool. Liverpool is one of the strongest teams that can make it.
No, but we're talking about Chelsea and Man City. Liverpool is not in the conversation. Yes.
Okay, so you mean Liverpool they are disqualified because they cannot make it?
Oh my God.
Liverpool can make it. Chelsea, Arsenal, these two teams.
You're not paying attention. I'm gonna have to let you go. Hello.
Diva.
Yes, you're welcome.
It's over. 3-0, not be easy something.
Well, unlike PSG who are resting this weekend, Real Madrid will be in action this weekend. Yes, so only that PSG Chelsea game they beat one-sided because PSG are not in action, but Chelsea will be. Hello.
Hello, Eva.
Yes, you're welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I can, loud and clear. I can.
Okay, this is Zainab on the line.
Zainab, go on, please.
I don't think none of them can come back. Both Chelsea, both my City, none of them. So you think those who will come and they will not score? They will just tie their hand.
So I don't know for them, but for Chelsea, that 1% chance I take out.
All right. Thank you. And that's what we are talking about. I don't know why another one could say 1% chance day, because if not your club, you go on believe say, I don't want to believe Chelsea fans are going to watch that game on Tuesday with little or no hope. When I go see they watch the game, they hope say, they go fee, score 1, 2, 3 goals and make. Because if they do that comeback on Tuesday, this way they go content all of us. Throughout that day, Chelsea fans will no hear word. So it means that even as you're thinking there is no way, you still feel that in football that 1% chance day, say when I go fee do that, and that's what we're talking about. There's a 1% chance where they always day. Barcelona had that belief that they could overturn the Copa del Rey situation in the second leg, and they tried. It did not work out, but they were almost close. All they needed was one more goal to, make it level on terms with Atletico Madrid and maybe take it to extra time. But it don't work. But it always happens. We don't see comebacks happen in football over and over and over again. So if there is a 1% chance, which club would you give that 1% chance? Would it be Man City or would it be Chelsea? Hello, welcome. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, you're welcome.
Chelsea is living in past glory. I get that before, not be property. Tell them.
Tell
them say I get that before, not be property. They are living in past glory.
If you're not going to go for Chelsea, then go for Man City. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, welcome.
Sunday on the line.
Welcome, Sunday.
The last caller that called as Chelsea can do comeback is a proper life. So my own view, Chelsea may win, but they cannot qualify.
So the 1% is going to which of them? Man City?
No, both Chelsea and Man City.
How on a day like this now? Why are you like this? Why are we like this? We'll take one last caller on the show. Hello?
Oliver, good afternoon.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, my name is Stephen Papuka.
Stephen, go on, please.
So that 1% chance talking about, it's only Manchester that can do it, not Chelsea. But not this Chelsea that me and
okay, Man City can do it. Chelsea or Man City make a comeback. Which team do I think can do that comeback? I honestly think it is Man City. And my reason is because Real Madrid, like you mentioned, they're not really consistent. I think they still have that defensive issue, regardless of their 3-0 and clean sheet where they keep. Also, I really trust Pep, and I feel like maybe in the last game he overloaded the team. I'm thinking that next week he was going to find a way and break through Real Madrid and get the goals that he needs. The reason I'm not giving it to Chelsea is only because expectation. He did do that against Arsenal, and I don't think he's going to do that against PSG. So if there's a 1% chance there's going to be a comeback next week, I think it's going to be in that game between Man City and Real Madrid. That's much we can take on the show right now. Appreciate your calls and your comments as well. Yes, we need to bring you an interview done. Our very own Victor Hani had an interview with Stanley Gumot. It will come your way. And yes, more music, 3:45 Global Sports Update will come your way as well by 4 p.m. I will be back on the MIC for the final stretch of the conversation.
Radio, Brila FM, your jack of one trade, master of one. Sports Radio, Brila FM, jack of one trade.
Your champion star, Sports Radio Brila FM. Of course, action continues right here. And let's go, of course, the men's national team, maybe a bit of the women's national team as well. And the politics, of course, that has engulfed the entire federation. We have Stanley Gumut joining us today on the show. Senior man, it's a pleasure to have you join us here. Welcome.
It's my pleasure to be around here too.
Okay. Let's get started with the Tigress. I'm not sure if it's a team you follow. I guess you should. They currently, of course, are playing in the qualifying series for the FIBA Women's World Cup. Yes, they have qualified already, but they are participating. Had their first game against Colombia. And they won that game 70 to 37 points. Of course, a fantastic start to the competition. Even though the coach said there was still a lot of work to be done. The ladies were just assembling for the very first time after the AfroBasket Championship, which they won. What are your impressions about the team and how they've started so far?
Yeah, I think it's okay now. The problem we have with the Tigers is the fact that we have a pool of talent. We can select 200 players that can fit into the national team. So because of that leverage that we have, we are unable to have stability. Reason being that, if you look at the Angolan national team, if you calculate the players they've used in the last 10 years, you realize that they have used consistently maybe like 50, if at the most 60 in 10 years, which means there is consistency. What is playing out well for our female team is that there's been consistency in the players that are coming into the national team. If there are changes, maybe one or two. But if you look at consistency, you realize that the likes of Sarah Oguke have been there, forever. That's to say that, okay, she's been on the terrain, and then if she made a mistake the last time, she has an opportunity to fix it. We don't have that in the D Tigers. In the D Tigers is that, and then they are thinking someone is better, someone is playing better in another league, and then because of that leverage that we have, there is no stability in the team. You keep having players, change from point A to point Z at all times. So because of that, it's difficult to build a team. A team is not something you build in a day. If you look at the successes we had, that we won the Nations Cup and even went to the Olympics a couple of times, the pool was limited to a group of players. Ike Dioku, Farouk Aminu, myself, Chamberlain Oguchi, Derek, and all of those guys. It was a close group. It wasn't like a lot of players were invited and then the next time you have a new group. No. These players failed a couple of times and then were able to fix it at the end to win the Nations Cup in 2015. So but thereafter, the Olympics, they went. So consistency is part of the problem we have in the Tigers, not even the talent pool. If you bring in a player who hasn't seen the other or the others, or some players who have never met, for them to be able to have a chemistry in a few days is tough. But if there's that consistency over time, they will fix it. They will become friends. Off the court, they'll talk about it. Next summer we're going back there, yes. So you're now imagining the level of competition you had the last time. You're also preparing with the mindset that, okay, this is what we face. We face a challenge, and this is, we had this problem. I'm going to fix it the next time. But the next time, if I'm not invited, that means somebody else is coming to have his own mistake. Because he's coming in as a fresh, yes, he's playing well, he's a good player, but then he's coming in not knowing what he's going to face on the African scene, or probably the world scene as a national team. So those are the things for me, personally, are the issues the D Tigers are facing.
Well thought out there. Of course, I have not had to look at it from this point of view. I mean, you played, you're coaching right now, and you administered at some point also. So I guess this becomes really clearer. Because again, when things like these are not done, ideas are not put right, like you mentioned, then we'll now have a situation where the pressure falls back on the coach has to deliver. I mean, he barely had up to 3 training sessions the last time before he played the last qualifiers outside of Nigeria with the guys he was able to assemble. How hard is it for us to thrust all of this responsibility on the coach and expect that because he's a coach, he should deliver because we have the quality of talent?
Now, everywhere you go to, the head of the snake is always the target. You look at the head of the snake, you think, okay, that's where, you target it. But then, kudos to Rawan Mohammed, he played the game. At some point, I played alongside with him in the national team as well. Very intelligent player, very intelligent coach. He knows what he's doing, knows his onions, But then, like I said, the problem boils down to exactly what I told you. There has to be consistency. There just have to be consistency. We have to look into a pool of 20 players, regardless of the outcome of whatever championship they go to. They fail, we keep them. They come back, they fail, we still keep them. Now we're building something. You understand? Rome was never built in a day. And then if you look at it in that direction, you say, okay, we need to change one player or two. Yes, it's okay. But then the core should be kept. You understand what I'm saying? So if the core is kept, we're heading in the right direction. At some point, they get mad at themselves, just like the 2015 team did, which I made mention of. They played a couple of games. We went there in 2013. We were all in Cote d'Ivoire, Abidjan. We had injury concerns, playing those games. But in 2015, it was fixed, and the championship came home. And that's not to say it was 2013, the RSM. No, they've been there from 2011. That team played almost like 4 years. 2011, I was also in the Nations Cup. 2013, I was in the Nations Cup. And then all of those played out. Olympic qualifiers, we went to China, we played a couple of games. About 9 games in 11 days. Those preparations were top-notch. So for them to go through the pre-qualifying tournament of the Olympics, for us, we played all it came from a preparation standpoint. Like I said, consistency. So if you do that, the team at some point, become blended and then have a run. So when they have a run, yes, they will break down because yes, people will retire, people will now be, and then a new team is built. So the new team that is built also must be given a chance. Just like the coach needs to be given a chance too.
Okay. Now, you look at the NBA sometimes and you just run through the roster, you find Nigerian names of Nigerian-born players. I know that our basketball is not so attractive that you can bring in all of these names, but a guy who used to play for this team also is a coach in the top NBA side. Do you think that we've done enough to harness or tap into the expertise of people like Ime Udoka and the other guys who are still playing? Have we tapped into it enough for us to be able to get something in terms of improving, maybe organize clinics and improve the quality of basketball coaching in Nigeria, or give some level of exposure to some of our coaches or some of our players who, of course, these can serve as a take-off point for them to develop beyond what we have seen and have the best of the best pool of players who represent Nigeria?
Yes, first of all, let me correct the notion. Nigeria is a very lucrative ground for a player at whatever level. As a matter of fact, players want to come in and play for our national team. So that notion should be corrected. So it is not like it's not attractive. It is very, very attractive. Any national team is attractive. Nigeria is not a joke. Regardless of how you see it, because you are at home, or we are all at home, and then we look at it that way, but people don't see it that way. We just need to get a little bit more organized, and then I think we're going to get whatever, we need. The girls, look at how they are trying to be. It's still in Nigeria, and they are doing well for themselves and also for the country. So we can't say it's not a lucrative ground. But going back to your point, Ime Udoka he captained me in one of those Nations Cup, Madagascar 2011. He was a captain on that side. I played alongside with him, and he is a professional. If he the division and then they see. each of these means of transportation will take you to any destination. So if I decide I'm going to fly, you, as my interviewer, will say, no, if we take road, it's the best. And then someone else's opinion will be like, oh, we need to follow the waterways because it's safer. So all of these routes together, for me personally, I know if given the opportunity to lead, the Nigerian basketball federation, I will do extremely well because I've also been through the rounds. I've gone through from scratch, been through, played with a foreign-based player, I've played also as a local player, I've played in the national team, name it.
The conversation is not exactly the same when you look at the fact that we've not had a viable league that's been running for a while. Does it bother you that it is taking too long, and in that process where we're waiting to get there, like you said, we could lose some talent along the line, and that could also be a problem?
Talent will never be a problem for us in Nigeria. We have too much talent. As a matter of fact, our problem is that we have too much talent. Our problem, even if you look at all those small countries, I'll give you an example. There are some countries, because there are not so many people that know the game. So everybody, the few people that know it are given a chance to fail, and then
I hope we'll find, the resources and the goodwill to fix these problems as soon as possible. We're preparing for the BAL. Yes, of course, not a familiar territory for those who will be representing Nigeria this year. I mean, this is their first time, even though there are other debutants this year. I'm talking about Marktown Flyers. These guys will be representing Nigeria. And the name we've been used to in the last couple of seasons being River Supers. For them to be able to displace River Supers and qualify for the continent, it means that they must be doing something different. How well do you know this team, and what do you think they need to start putting in place ahead of what to expect on the continent? Because it's getting bigger now.
Marktown Flyers is the team of the year, the surprising team of the year, if I may put it that way. They came in, they look like, okay, we just want to basically just feel like that back. He's done well. Adebayo has done well for himself. However, as a player, I know how difficult it is for you to score 83 points in practice. Let's say you're just practicing alone. You're just alone. You take shots by yourself and all of that. Just you by yourself. It's tough to score 83 points just you by yourself. Then it's tougher when you are in practice to score 83 points. Now you're not just in a game, you're in an NBA game, which is the biggest league we have in the world. I mean, it's unimaginable how you drop 31 points in your first quarter and then you wrap it up with 83. He's done well for himself. I mean, it's one of those nights that you're not in, and then everything you've been working out for just plays out for him. Congratulations to him. Kobe is my man. Kobe did it in 3 quarters anyways. In the fourth quarter he didn't go. Kobe did 81 in 3 quarters. He didn't get to play the fourth. But I wish Phil Jackson let him play the fourth quarter at that time so that he can probably surpass Will Chamberlain. I know that was his target at that point. But that's history anyways. But congratulations to Bam. Going back to the second question, the NBA, it is unpredictable this year.
Yeah.
Very, very unpredictable.
One
of the things that plays out, is injury concerns. Some teams get to lose some of their good players when it matters. And then some people stay healthy. So the team that stays healthy all through, with their complete roster and are currently doing well, have a shot at it. It's not something we're praying for, but you can wake up today and find out that one of the key players in the team is out for the season. So that changes the narrative. So for you to pick a team now and say, okay, this is it. Like Kawhi Leonard is playing at another level right now because he's healthy. The Clippers are making a good push. They didn't do well from the beginning, but they're making a good push. They don't look like it, but then if you see their game against Timberwolves just last night, it was crazy. So, but there is no team I can tell you categorically that I feel will win the championship. One thing I know for sure is that they're not going to let OKC take it again.
I was just going to ask you that question because they actually look formidable.
OKC is a good team, but from the recent, close outs, I see teams closing into them. They usually blow teams